Bowen.
Hello, Isabel. Shane. An unlikely duo.
We've bonded through sin. And school suspension.
Suspension as in...
Don't come back until you love Jesus. They call it reflection, and we got 3 days of it.
And how are we going to reflect?
We tournament.
Look at that.
We have a gong again.
It's resurrected for something we'll be talking
it's
about.
combat gong.
Resurrected?
Resurrected. Jesus. All right, fine. Contextually, that's not as racist as most people hearing this will take it. This is TalkRadar, episode 95.
95.
You don't have to listen to them in order, but we do recommend that you listen to them all at some point.
Yes.
I'm Christopher Antista.
I'm Michael Raparas.
I am Brett Elston.
Mm-hmm.
And I am Tyler Wilde.
Woo! We all work at GamesRadar.
Wait.
Oh!
It's gonna get wiggy. We're all
That's
super,
Ziggy's brother?
We're all super tired because we're adjusting to our what do you call it? Our new format, new
Content stream.
Don't call it a blog.
Don't
motherfucker.
call it a blog, whatever you do.
We're not allowed.
I like getting paid.
It's a content stream. Let's hear it.
What's that?
I feel like I've fallen behind in preparing stuff for the cast as of late, but that's okay. Because who do we have coming on today, Michael?
We have my wife coming on.
Michael's wife is coming on.
Yes.
So we can
Diana.
celebrate Passover. You'll never guess her last name.
It's Goodman.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
He kept it?
Yeah, she kept it.
Hippie.
Not to be confused with Goodman's son.
I see.
Similar.
I see.
Similar.
Son of Goodman.
Man.
Good man, yeah. She will be introducing the legit version of TalkRadar.
TalkRadar.
Which was a Photoshop by Mecha Morbo from the forums like a year ago. Like it was like last August. I looked it up.
Wow.
And it was a really funny Photoshop of like people at a Passover table with our faces kind of subtly photoshopped in, and now we are actually going to do it and make
because she saw it and was inspired. Right.
I can't wait.
I want to do that.
But I don't know. I'm excited. Seriously, I'm excited. I am teasing Passover, so I hope you guys stay tuned. It's awesome. But we do something at GamesRadar every week. What is that? It is a top 7. I'm beating you to it. What is it this week?
I thought you were going to beat me to that as well.
I don't have
It is the top 7 tricks that make video games highly addictive. From Matt Cundy from GamesRadar UK. So basically, it's the... I was trying to formulate a sentence, but hoping somebody would save me.
When I looked at it, it's sort of like a checklist that every game should strive to do.
Kind of, yeah. We'll discover as we read it together.
Ooh, this is going to be good.
Number 7. God damn it. We can't stop those anytime.
Nope. Now I love them.
Number 7 is The Power of Story.
Yes.
So...
The Power of Story.
Michael, you're a big story boner, right?
Oh, totally.
So, tell us about this.
I like stories. No, I mean,
I held my breath till I passed out.
He's making the point that, reading or playing a game that's story intensive is like reading a good book.
Right.
You always want to know, okay, then what happens and what happens next? What, and at their best, video games can keep you playing just for that. I think that it's like you're just so curious to know what is around the next corner, or what's going to happen when these two characters meet, as was just heavily foreshadowed.
Yeah, I felt very compelled by FF13 in that regard.
Just going to say
because it was so linear, and because it didn't have me fucking around forever.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with, because I played all the other most of the other Final Fantasies.
But when it gets convoluted and I sort of lose attention, it kind of hits me with something very important.
Or at least, or visually arresting, and then they just say, that thing's important, that thing in the sky. So I'm like, well, what is it going to do?
That's the foul sun.
Yes. It's something with an apostrophe that I can't pronounce.
That was such a good joke. Jesus Christ. Story. I was having an argument at lunch, or din about that I thought gaming didn't do story very well at all. It's sort of just setting up a scene. It's setting up specific scenes. But I guess you could say that about all stories. I don't know.
The scene exists to move something along.
Yeah, like I
or
don't really
establish-
care about your plight. I care about what I'm doing specifically as you.
It's weird because like a game like Mass Effect is all about the story.
If I
But I didn't fit. Like I love the story of 1 and 2, but it's more than the overall story. I care about the interpersonal stories of all the characters more than the overall plot. But finding out why they want to come on this into a suicide mission was enough to make me go, oh, I got to do their mission, and now I need to do their mission before I go to bed. And
There's something wrong with me. I did come to that conclusion. Something's wrong with me. Because the Mass Effect stuff, the universe is what I think is most compelling. Like it's a believable shell. I didn't particularly care for any characters.
Yeah, I liked some of the characters. I feel like Mass Effect did it better than most, but usually what I care about is like what Valve does, where they don't necessarily have any exposition. They just kind of show you the story, a very simple story through the universe, like Portal. The whole story is that you're a test subject and there's an insane AI, but all the little bits and pieces behind, where you kind of see things crumbling.
You'd never know that if you turn the sound off, and the game's largely like 90% playable without that.
we actually wrote a whole article in 2008 called "The Best Video Game Stories Ever" on Games Radars, and we had entries like
by GamePro's AJ Glasser?
she contributed pieces of it as well. Also, AJ Glasser, the only former Passover I've been to.
Really?
Strangely. The Longest Journey, Grim Fandango was in the list. These are games that I assume would all fit this criteria. San Andreas was in there for the story. That's definitely not a game that the story pushed me through. But
That was one of my contributions, I think.
I mean, Beyond Good and Evil,
It's by far one of my favorite endings.
Silent Hill 2, Final Fantasy VI.
Don't like endings.
For Beyond Good and Evil or San
No, San Andreas. I love the whole city going into a riot. Like that actually meant something, having spent so much time with it.
Right. KOTOR is a good example of. I mean, again, that's BioWare, but story makes you play.
We
Number
can do
6.
I'll talk over the 6 button.
Tricks that make video games highly addictive. The laundry list of completion.
Oh, it's a checklist.
Yeah, basically like a checklist.
For obsessive compulsive types, I can understand this.
I know we're all
Banjo-Kazooie fans.
Yeah, collect all this shit, but also we're in the middle of a Pokemon tournament in the office, and let me tell you about Pokemon. Holy shit! It's very and the image in the article is Mass Effect, where it has stop collectors, fight reapers, research this technology, save the galaxy, look at this hamster and my thing, and feed the fish. That Pokemon has that exact same mentality where it's like, I need to get this thing up to a level, and when I get it there, I need to get it to a level so it learns a move, and then when I get the move, I can breed it, and then get a level 1 Pokemon with that move already, and then teach it, and it just starts snowballing, and then you start with this list of things. You bought the game with your own birthday money. Jesus Christ.
My parents gave me that money.
Dude, I drove him to buy that game.
Wow,
One other
Princess
thing.
and the Frog.
The Princess and the Frog. He bought Pokemon
And a
at Best
Fraggle.
Buy.
Did I buy a Fraggle? No, I didn't buy a Fraggle.
Yeah, but you took a picture and
He's
there's
in
a
the shop.
Fraggle in it.
At the first store we went to, they didn't have Princess and the Frog. Had to go to another store, and he was pouting like a child that he only got Pokemon.
That is not how I remember it, because I remember that I didn't get to go to another store, but I did beg.
That's true.
I remember
but I ended up being way too nervous because we'd been out to lunch for an hour and a half by that point.
Since you're going to say, I remembered it, I was lifting weights the entire time. We walked from store to store.
Yeah, that seems like a likely thing.
I was chugging motor oil and sawdust. I don't remember what you kids are. Let's do number 5.
Yeah, well, I wanted to say about this one, though, one thing that I've been playing a lot of Just Cause 2 lately, and it is laundry list of completion out the ass, just because it's every place you go to has a completion thing. It's for you to destroy or find things in that settlement, and so you can get 100% for all these dozens of little towns.
Oh,
Right.
And it's just every time I go, it's I have fun blowing up shit for a while, and it's I really want to get to 100%, but fuck it. Because this is
Red
boring.
Faction Guerrilla was really good about that too.
Yeah.
It had all those dots on the map, and I'm I really want to fill these meters out. I want to get this down to 0, this down up to 100. I want to cross all these X's off the map.
So the answer was
No time.
why? Just cause.
Number 5, the curiosity of exploration, which also goes to a little bit of red faction because I would see all those dots on the map, and I'm like, I want to know. That looks
Can't
like
leave that alone.
Yes, like I need to see what that is. Even if I don't play it tonight, I have to drive up there and see. Or anytime there's a new Zelda, a proper 3D Zelda with an overworld, and you walk out of the castle or town for the first time, and you see this stretching land and probably a giant mountain in the distance, and you're like, I know I can go to like everything here, and I have to fuck around.
I have to climb up that mountain and teabag the peak.
It had it coming.
I definitely got that in the 2008 Prince of Persia because you could really kind of go anywhere that you could see. There wasn't a lot of, no, you can't go here.
Well, even though they had those those little orbs that sort of showed you way off in the distance where you could potentially go.
And it was like, I bet later I'll have a power that will let me go there. And then obviously things like Metroid and anything involving a lot of backtracking. But I could quit because I'm done with the gameplay per se of the things I think I can do. But before I go to bed, I want to like, what's over there?
Perfect. We're almost halfway to making a game.
Number 4 is The Relief of Escaping, which might be a mistranslation from the British English. Wow, it's a picture of him in his couch.
I think it's talking about escapism, escaping from reality.
Yeah.
I thought he was talking about escaping from an enemy.
I was going to say the relief of...
That's what I think every time I read this for the first time, and then I'm like, oh yeah, he's talking about like reality sucks. Let's play a game.
Yeah.
Oh,
escapism is. I mean, that's why I can get engrossed in a novel. I'd rather be reading a great book on Bart than looking at all the stinky people around me.
Yeah.
Well, I read somewhere that a lot of us don't read books and watch movies for escapism necessarily. We're actually looking for answers. Answers on how to well, I mean, if you're watching, really, assuming you're not watching Pirates of the Caribbean, but like you're looking for.
I'm never like, oh, I need some answers. I'm going to go read Harry Potter.
But there is something. There's something comforting about watching people go through a similar situation as you, being able to empathize with with characters in novels, and I don't think we really have that with games. Gaming does seem like it does fall more into escapism. Why am I talking about this? I want fart jokes.
No. I agree.
I want fart jokes. See, this is what happens.
I mean, you're halfway to something interesting, but I'm not really sure where you're going.
No, I do like reading novels about people who I feel have had similar experiences to me because someone else feels like this too, and that's
here's the thing. I don't feel like when
comforting.
I participate in other mediums that I have to shut everything else down. Like it's literally an escape. I'm marooned.
Okay.
By the game.
By the game, usually. I mean, like I don't have to disappear into a book. I can go off and read a book and come back. I can't be disturbed when I'm playing my game.
That's true.
I agree.
Yeah, I can't ever say I've really related to a game character.
Yes.
Particularly ever at all.
Vanille in Final Fantasy 13. Probably the strongest for me.
No, that kid she takes care of. What's his face? He's super relatable. Yeah. I think his name is Bitch Pussy.
Yes,
Bitch Pussy, some term for participation.
No, but I mean,
16-year-old girl with a back-breaking rack.
He's probably named after some form of weather. Let's just say that.
His name is Hope.
No?
It's even
I
worse.
know it's Hope.
It's even worse.
He has a girl's name.
I'm gonna angst it up over here in the corner and never vent my first.
How about I need to confront this guy, but what if I just run away instead? Can I just do that?
Clench my fist. And then here's my best impression. Oh. Yes, thank you.
Come on, say what you're gonna say.
There's a lot of facial gestures.
And meanwhile, everybody else is like, well, let's go on with the plot without him.
We're more expressive than the Japanese. Number 3.
I'm surprised there wasn't a gong there, honestly.
What?
I'm surprised you didn't follow that with a gong. The Impossible to Resist Challenge. Like Trials HD, he name drops that as a must-try again. I felt that way with Uniracers. I don't think anyone else did.
Blast Core,
definitely.
Blast Core, yeah. Mirror's Edge.
Yeah.
I felt that way.
No, I mean some...
Tony Hawk, the original.
Plenty of games I will just relentlessly throw myself at a boss over and over and over again. For as long as it takes, because by then it becomes a fuck you situation.
I had to explain to my girlfriend at the time that because I was yelling, fuck you, you fucking cunt at the screen when playing certain games like Mirror's Edge, didn't mean I wasn't having fun.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'm sorry that I have crazy outburst because it's pissing me off.
Can't deal with failure.
I want to do it, and I will do it,
Mm-hmm.
and I may scream at my TV in the process.
I got like that with the Bionic Commando Rearmed challenge rooms that were purposely designed to just be ruthless and unfair, and trying them over and over and over, and then things like Tony Hawk, like the moment I would do one kickflip out of step, I would reset the whole level. And
Oh, fuck those things. I heard they gave one to Games Radar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh yeah, we do have a. If you're still playing Bionic Commando Rearmed, we have a bonus level in there themed to Games Radar.
Well,
And I wrote. They told me to write copy for it. Like, oh yeah, just write some. Like Eurogamer has one. I think IGN has one. CVG might, and then we do as well. I don't know. There's a password you have to put in.
Ours is better.
I'd say just Google it because I don't know. It's a really hard level. I think they said it was the
hard as
hardest
dicks.
one. But they said, hey, write some copy. Just tease the website. And I was like, okay. They didn't tell me how much, so I wrote a paragraph, thinking that's probably good. Just one paragraph. I don't want to get too wordy. They didn't tell me it was only going to display like 6 words at a time. Like, it should have literally just said GamesRadar.com for the latest news. Like, that's what it should have been. Instead, it was GamesRadar is the latest in a long.
it just keeps streaming while you play?
No, you have to click through this introduction before you can play the level.
Boo.
Yeah, at the menu screen, hit right bumper, Y, XX, up, down, left bumper, up, down, start. On the 360 version, I'm guessing on the PS3, it's probably just the corresponding buttons.
Yeah,
Figure those out.
Brett, for fuck's sake!
Why did you do that?
that's the shitty Bionic Commando.
Why did you do that?
And then of course the purposefully asshole-ish bosses in Final Fantasy games. Like 7 had a Ruby weapon and Emerald weapon, and they're designed to just be the fuck you challenge.
It reminds me of Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts. It's
Yes,
completely optional
yes,
and
like-
nearly impossible.
Just like that. Number 2. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know what number we're on.
2.
Oh, I got this.
The hunger for high scores.
Mm.
So like Geometry Wars.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the irresistible challenge when there's a score you
really-
need to beat.
Yeah, and also gamer scores.
I sunk a lot of time into the Shadow Complex, like Proving Grounds, training rooms, things, just to make sure I was number 1 on all of the friends lists that I was
That's
on.
what I was going to say. I haven't given a shit about high score in years, but the fact that I compare the people I
Yeah.
know, now I
Yeah.
care. And Tyler and I were competing in Geometry Wars too, like, because we can constantly see when we're one-upping one another.
It was a kind of a rebirthing of the idea of I can beat your score, because it used to be you'd go to an arcade, you'd get a score, you'd put your initials in, you'd come back next week, and then this phantom new pair of initials at the top, and you're like, who the fuck is this guy?
Who is this Jizz?
Who is
I must beat him.
Jizz is all over ass!
I must beat him. Who is this Coom? I must defeat him.
Jizz ass cum.
This F died. Okay.
Frequently asked questions.
Let's go to number 1. I want to hurry up and get Diana
All right,
here.
number 1.
Number 1.
Number 1.
The quest for more power.
You stupid.
Oh, more power.
You don't have any Back to the Future
And you
2?
really thought I would, because I've used that reference twice in 2 recent articles.
The quest for more power. So
Power?
I guess just leveling up and like Modern Warfare 2, leveling up your character.
No, that's
And the satisfying clicks and watching a meter fill up and being like, ooh. And
not to bring it back to Final Fantasy 13. I never really I was started to grind my characters. I'm like, I'm gonna grind these characters. I'm gonna spend hours doing it.
Yeah.
So I can blaze through the rest of the game. But what's the point? Why do I want to be so powerful? So
Yeah.
make everything easy, so there's no challenge. Power.
And things like Bioshock
Yeah, but
always.
you've earned that ease if you make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose.
like Bioshock wanting to get more plasmids and slots for the plasmids. And
Never been, anytime I've played a game that's open worldy or an MMO, never been all that interested in power, just money. I'm always trying to acquire as much money as possible. Like I will admit I spent one summer completely addicted to EverQuest.
wow.
And kicked the habit, when EverQuest was new.
Yeah.
And the shit. And I never got past level 20, I think, but I acquired so much money and random loot by running after high level people and stealing shit.
You should have sold it.
Yeah, I don't know. I might still have an account
Ooh.
somewhere.
I say we do this
Somewhere on
cha-ching.
the internet.
I need a cha-ching button.
I get that with Pokemon gaining levels, and you get to immediately see the stats, the numbers attributed, and then like Bowser's Inside Story or the Mario RPG series. Every time you gain a level, you can see the numbers being added to your stats, and it's like, oh, ooh.
And you know what I like even better than that?
The bonus.
I like not the number, the star with a little king's crown.
Oh,
when
yeah.
you get super high, the double S ranking.
Yeah.
That is good
It's
stuff.
letting you feel like you're doing a good job.
That's the best I got.
Well played.
All right, we will head into break, and we will get back into some light news, almost like completely on the shoulders of Tyler Wilde and a couple of articles that he's read this week.
I will talk about Mario Galaxy 2
Yeah.
and a little bit of Lost Planet 2.
Michael will do whatever he wants.
Yep. A little dance.
I will pay. I
Wave
will.
my arms around.
We are going to go into break. I'm going to play this jam. What is this? The Gothlix?
Gothlix, it's a Contra song.
It's about the Konami code, right? It's called Konami code.
It's a mix. I only listened to the beginning and was like, here you go, Chris.
It's hysterical. I fucking loved it.
Was sent
Gothlix.
Gothlix was sent from user KSK45. Gothsicles.
Is that what it is?
Gothsicles.
Wow, the Gothsicles.
Gothsicles. Konami code 4.
Konami code 4.
Check it.
Delicious.
Contra! 30 guys! Contra! 30 guys! Contra! 30 guys! Enter this code 4! 30 lives! Contra! 30 guys! Contra! 30 guys! Contra! 30 guys! What's in the code 4? 30 lives! Up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start! Up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start! Contra! 30 guys! Contra! 30 guys! Contra! 30 guys! Enter this code 4! 30 lives! Contra! 30 guys! Contra! 30 guys! Contra! 30 guys! The following code makes the body count rise! Up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start! Up, down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start! Time!
It's a job for 6 men.
How big's the opposition?
30 guns.
Down, down, left, right, B, A, select, start. Up, down, left, right, B, A, select, start. Up, down, left, right, B, A, select, start. Up, down, left, right, B, A, select, start.
I love the power glove. So
B, A, select, start.
Yeah, just keep your power gloves on for a minute.
B, A, select, start.
you're living in old form video games.
B, A, select, start. Up, down, left, right, B, A, select, start.
I'm Joel McHale from Blank Blank, and you're listening to TalkRadar.
Hey!
Yes?
You look like a real asshole!
Well, I am an extremely serious gamer.
He's completely devoid of humor. So what you doing?
Well, my level 80 guild and I were running off to complain about the journalistic credibility of Ars Technica's Naruto review on NeoGAF.
Wrong, Dick! You're listening to TalkRadar! Oh, I'm sorry! You thought you were funny? Well, guess the fuck what?
Amend your fucking review, shit dick. I swear to fucking Christ, I'll jump into that goddamn internet and kick you in the fucking throat.
We ain't no fucking magazine! We got the F word!
Fuck you, I thought it was funny.
Fuck you!
No, you two separate.
Let's fucking... We got hour-long stories about shitting!
Came out like a baby elephant. Didn't hurt a bit.
TalkRadar with a house at Abe Lincoln's bonus build!
Call it the Kid Fuckers Hoagie.
Totally awesome video game!
Hey, does anybody want to listen to the rest of this motherfucking podcast?
Yeah!
Wow. God,
beautiful. Bill Cosby, Sonic.
Yeah, it's kind of the point I can't tell the difference between Bill Cosby and Bill Cosby impressions anymore.
Yeah, what a hard open. This is great.
What a hard open.
I should have posted that on the site. We're posting a lot of stuff on the site these days. Elston, we have a game music thing every day.
Yes.
And,
game music of the day. Google it and then look at all of them.
I love that because it reminded me of or I might have reminded you to put it in, but then I listened to the music for Cruisin' USA.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
Cruisin' USA. Yeah.
Cruisin' USA was last Friday's.
Oh, my God.
Along with the Sonic Spinball.
I forgot about that.
Sonic Spinball. I was like, Elston, can you turn that down? He's like, it's not loud. It just hurts.
It's just shitty.
And you were absolutely right. Like, it wasn't... Oh, Sonic Spinball music.
No, because you got me worried, so I opened the file up, looked at the levels, and it's like, no, levels
because
are good.
you lowered it, and I'm like, no, it still hurts, dude. It still physically hurts to listen to. Yeah.
Which was the point. It was supposed to be the most hated bullshit tracks, along with the Freaky Flyers song from TalkRadar 20.
So, Brett's handling this mostly, but I had to handle it for a day. He was out of the office.
2 days.
What did I choose?
Daytona, yeah.
Yeah, King of Speed. King of Speed.
So
Wait,
good.
when does the guy start? He starts going off. There you go.
This is music you spent $1 per race.
It was the sound of old arcades for me.
Yeah.
God, the song just makes me want to shoot heroin so I can relax. God, I feel like I need to run.
But I've lost so much of my ability to get music or audio for this cast. Everybody always asks me, where do you get your sound effects from? YouTube. All over the internet. YouTube has done something to where I can't steal music from them anymore. And I tried, and I failed with this fantastic rendition of Daytona USA's King of Speed. God, that's hard.
Jesus.
Oh, don't you feel like you're about to have a heart attack?
I feel like something's about to have a heart attack.
That reminds me. The Squeakle is on DVD this week.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Boo.
Which I had to see in the theater this week.
A lot of Future mags in there, though.
God, Future Magazine's all over the place. It's really silly.
They asked her. We asked our lawyer about that, and she's like, "No, we didn't pay them. Like they actually were pretty adamant about asking for permission."
Yeah.
To you, interesting new releases this week.
Yeah.
What do we have? Sakura Wars. So long, my love.
Sakura Wars. So Long, My Love, which is a series that has been around for a while and just now coming over here, and it's Christian, who's been on, he's a Gamasutra, former Games Raider, and he's been on a couple of our podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
He's like the exact audience, like for that, like this super Japanese anime RPG game, like that was big at a certain point, and even he was like on his Twitter was like, "You guys took too long, like to bring this thing out." Like it's averaging a 68 now. The highest scores of Nintendo Power 7.5.
So it's one of the first. In a while, I haven't seen a lot of coinciding PS2, Wii releases.
Yeah, PS2 and Wii. Not PS3, PS2 and Wii. It's really weird that way.
They didn't do that shit with Persona. Again.
Again for DS.
Oh, man, I was hoping nobody would pick up on that. Again for DS.
DS, which is, I believe, from the same
Tecmo.
people who did...
Dead or Alive Paradise.
No, a Hotel Dusk, I thought.
Are they?
Is it?
Yeah.
It's published by Tecmo.
Published by Tecmo. The developer is Sing. C-I-N-G.
Did somebody say sing?
Yes. Hang on. Let me look at Sing. Maybe I'm talking out of my ass. No, they did do Hotel Dusk. They did again Little King's Story for Wii.
Oh wow, bunch of critically acclaimed stuff that's too heady for the average gamer.
Yep. They also did Monster Rancher,
which I think comes out in DS in some form.
Popular.
Which I'm sure will come out again if it hasn't already.
Moving on. We said Dead or Alive Paradise. Let's not. You know, Dead or Alive Paradise. Didn't even want to talk about it. Why are they still using the Dead or Alive term?
Yeah, it's well.
Not only is it meaningless, like the Dead or Alive brand means fucking nothing.
Yeah. Actually, at this point, the beach volleyball brand has more name recognition than the original fighting game, which nobody gives a shit anymore, except for people who play it in competitions.
What gets me is it was always about graphics.
Yeah,
it was about the cutting edge. Like
the third one, like it wasn't even a competition. It was just easy for everybody to play. Like it was largely ignored.
Well, and then specifically the DOA X volleyball games were like, this is just a roundabout way to get you to ogle boobs and Japanese girls in bikinis. But it was always on cutting edge hardware. Like the first one was on Xbox, so it was like, wow, look, that PS2 probably couldn't do this. And then now it's on PSP with a hands-free mode, so you can whack it while you're watching PS2 level girls swing around on swings.
I love hands-free games
and hump tree trunks.
Someday we'll have hands-free games in movie theaters. The trailer for Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball, and like I'm looking at it with the same eye, like, oh, really? And I became physically aroused.
It happens.
Physically aroused. Nope. Carolyn Henry, get away from me.
Boner, get
I just
away.
go away. I had a dream I was dating Henry. Anyway, move on. Moving on. We were roller skating.
I'm sure when he's listening to this right now, he's, what the?
Yeah, I don't even. I'm usually the dream master, but I will not bother to deconstruct that. Prison Break: The Conspiracy.
That's a game.
It is a game.
Yeah, it is just a cavalcade of quality this week. Holy shit!
To coincide with the cancellation of the series.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I wrote a thing because they sent us a bar of soap
with a rape joke
on a rope.
With a
soap
rape
on a rope
joke, with a butt rape joke.
Yeah,
Isn't that
and
funny?
I was like, really? That's you sat around on the table, your marketing team, and were just like, prisons, incarcerate, rape.
Yeah, like they went straight there.
That's what
that's
like,
the joke.
That's the joke everyone makes. I can't believe
it's not even the joke
was your marketing.
everyone makes. They had a television show for years, and I don't think once they would have marketed the
If it
show
was
on the
Oz,
strength
the
of
game,
rape.
and they sent it.
If it was produced by Norm Macdonald, they would have.
Oh, yeah? Right. Trying to do a good Norm Macdonald, but I just sound like Paul.
Just sound like Paul. It's averaging a 40.
Oh, I'll do it for you. Anal rape. For years.
Yeah.
Is that his bit?
It's one of his bits, yes.
One of his bits? Jesus.
No, I loved his anti-comedy at the roast of...
It's one of those funny on paper kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's like most of Andy Kaufman's routine, who I love, but I never want to be sitting in an audience where a comic reads me The Great Gatsby for an hour.
Yeah.
Funny on paper.
It's conceptual comedy.
It's technically hilarious.
It's funny to hear about.
Funny to hear about?
Yeah,
What are
the
you talking about?
IGN review is a 3.5.
Oh, no. This is Prison Break's last shot at renewal.
And they're both owned by Fox, so that's a biased review.
Oh.
That's probably
It's probably worse.
You can guess it's probably actually a point or two higher than it needs to be.
It's probably some negative integer or
It's
something
probably
like that.
more like a 1.5. Oh, really? That was where we stopped the joke?
I'm
All right.
sorry.
All right, let's move on.
We also have Quantum Theory, which I've heard nothing.
Oh, whoa!
Which
that's
I've read
out?
nothing about, other than like
forgot
on
about
blogs who talk about its problems.
I feel like that was one of the games
I could
that
be wrong.
wrote
I haven't
about.
heard anything about it.
And the games that are doomed to die, I might have written about that.
That can't be out.
It was listed on Amazon
Really?
as coming out this week.
I got nothing.
Is it a
Try
shooter?
Amazon. It doesn't matter because I don't have anything to say about
Oh,
it.
it's by Koei. Gross.
Mega Man 10.
Mega Man. Wow, you made me say it.
Mega
Mega Man.
Podcast is addictive.
Wow, Quantum Theory. Even the wiki still says TBA 2010.
Wow.
Yeah.
It worked.
Wow.
So, what? Mega Man.
Did you do the review?
No, I did not do the Mega Man 10 review. I did the Mega Man 9 one if anyone wants to go back and read it, because it's the same review.
Is it an 8?
Well, Mega Man 9 was a 9 because it was special. 10 is an 8 because you did it again.
You did it again.
And please don't do 11 because you're going to go to the exact same problem that killed it the first time, which was too many.
How was 10 though? Is it
10 is the same.
ridiculously hard?
It's still really hard. I found it not... Maybe just because I got used to 9, but I found 10 to be no harder. And there's also the easy mode that doesn't... I mean, the problem is the easy mode is too easy. Like it makes it like baby walk. Like it's
Put it on easy mode.
no, it's really
I completely disagree with
it.
this
Does
shit.
make it playable, so you can run through the levels, hear the music, see the sprites and the bosses, which is part of the Mega Man experience. As seen in the video we posted today.
Oh, that was awesome.
Good video.
That worked. I'm so happy with this video because it was. I pictured in my head, hey, wouldn't it be cool if Mega Man ran through every level in the series, the 8-bit games, plus 9 and 10, and he's always in the center, and the stage changes around him, and we were like, Joe and I started talking, video editor, and we were like, fuck, that sounds really complicated, and the levels don't line up, and the heights are all different. I don't know if that'll actually work, and then I took the footage, and it turns out, oh, it does work. And it all came together completely perfect.
It was really cool.
And it's really cool, so please check that out. But yeah, Mega Man 10's been out since March 1st on WiiWare, so it's
Oh, my bad.
No, but it's just out today on 360, so it's
The
weird.
systems you played.
Yeah.
Right.
I do think it is best on Wii, because the D-pad on the Wii remote is fucking awesome.
But the PS3.
PS3 is good. It's the second alternative. It's not as good as a Nintendo D-pad. Nintendo makes the best D-pads, so...
I don't know, on that fucking control... Wii remote?
Wii remote.
Don't worry. I'll just say Wii mode. I'm not fucking writing.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Nintendo has the iPad of D-pads.
Which is out tomorrow, Saturday, iPad. Line up and buy it, you stupid shits. Really, that's 2 jokes I didn't think were funny. I'm on a fake roll.
I have a stupid... This is a really stupid anecdote, but when Mega Man 9 was announced, like I saw it on Kotaku or something, and all I read was the headline, and I saw the image, and the first thing I thought was like, I've gone back in time. What's happening? Like I literally, like for a second, was just like.
So I'm glad you read that there, even though we had the exclusive reveal.
Yeah, we had the exclusive reveal. Like me, and Nintendo Power.
I literally,
and then fucking Kotaku had it.
Because
they stole it.
You to watermark those screens.
They didn't steal it. The case was that they took Nintendo Power's leaked screens, and before that, the ESRB ruined the surprise for everybody.
Yeah. But we had the boss pictures, and I had to this day have the best Mega Man retrospective ever.
And I took a bunch of that art.
I will challenge anyone to write a better.
Tying in both of those, I do want to plug it because my last iPhone feature did terrible. But 100 iPhone wallpapers. I took a bunch of your Mega Man art and turned into wallpapers.
Those wallpapers. I don't have an iPhone, but if I did,
thank you. That means
I would
a lot.
use those wallpapers.
Because you specifically said I hate the iPhone and I'm not going to get one, and you went and got an Android out of just hatred for the iPhone.
That's vaguely true.
And I can't say that these. I have a Mega Man 2 one from your article on my BlackBerry, so they do kind of work on.
Yeah,
BlackBerry.
I think it might work on my phone.
They're not 100% because the buttons and the HUD is in a different place on a BlackBerry and a Droid versus.
But any smartphone, anything you can add, like surf the internet, get an image,
no, seriously,
and resize an image. You'll be fine. Like they're all optimized to fit most.
If
screens.
if you played a game or are aware of any game from like 1987 to 1995, you really have to look at the article. There's 100 images that are well worth your time.
Nothing after SNES.
Nothing after SNES. It's probably I believe it's probably on Dig at this point, and I mean just look on Radar for 100 iPhone.
I need a hit.
Retro iPhone wallpapers.
I've all been writing daily stuff. I've been taking smaller shit so I can crop, resize, and scale 800 images.
Jesus
and
Christ.
Tyler Wilde did a bunch of great stuff this week. What do you want to lead off with?
Why don't we start with the first thing that happened, which was Major Nelson's
Xbox Live account got hacked.
Yeah, and at first I didn't believe it. Where's the gong?
No, not yet. It's retired until we get there.
So we're skipping over Samurai Showdown?
No, until we... God damn it. I can't run good podcasts.
No, I didn't actually.
Look, 95 more will work the kinks out. It'll be great.
I didn't actually believe that this happened at first because, no. But I'm then looking at Microsoft's response was like, yeah, it was a targeted attack on his account. We got it restored. Like, wow, you aren't even denying it. So, I mean, what's just ridiculous about it is that Microsoft has kind of been pretty. I don't know, a hard line about, when they ban accounts, it's banned, even if you go, well, it was hacked by someone who got into it. And they've also said that there's no software flaw. Anytime someone takes over an account, it's because they've gone into a match with them and gotten information out of them and figured out their question.
That's not fucking true.
Or they call support and pretend to be them. So Major Nelson's been... careless with his personal information.
He's been fished.
He's been well.
Like
That's
that to believe that Major Nelson was fished. Like what? You know, but what's even better is that the guy who apparently did it posted a YouTube video.
yeah, bragging about it.
Man,
He also revealed all his personal information in the process. So I hope he has a lawyer.
I know. Do you understand that? Here's the guy. What's his name, Tyler?
He goes by Lights. Just seriously, just listen to this guy.
Everybody on fucking Xbox, I've gotten Major Nelson's fucking account. You see here? Yeah, bitch. Look at the friends, motherfucker. Oh shit, Major Nelson's fucking account.
Oh, Sid, dog.
Sid, Xbox. Anyway,
A lot of
I don't know what to say about
have
this.
a lot of people scared of you in the hood with that lisp. Yeah, dog.
Fat dog, I'm going to whack off to this friend list.
I'm about to bust a cap.
Yeah, no, he is far from elite hacker. I'm afraid.
Well, he give him his credit, but like
most lead hackers don't then brag like openly unless they're really lead hackers.
He's charging. He wants to charge $60 to hack into any Xbox Live account.
What stuff?
And yet,
he doesn't apparently understand that regular rules don't apply to Microsoft when it comes to legal stuff.
Right.
Like they will sue you. I don't know, probably onto another planet. They will build the bubble for you, and he's bragging about it.
Well, if I know anything about being banished to another planet, it's like the Hulk. He'll get sent to planet
Planet Lights.
Planet Lights, where he'll be entered into a gladiator duel with the Silver Surfer.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Just do remember that the Hulk defeated the internet
in our character battle. Right.
But yeah, there's nothing else to say. I haven't heard anything else about it.
No, I only saw that Major Nelson had tweeted about it yesterday morning, Tuesday or Wednesday, and he just said no update. We're working on it.
Yeah, and but it was his account was restored, and
for them, it's
whatever.
ridiculously hard to say, oh, your figurehead isn't protected. Like everybody's susceptible. But then I thought about it, and like, we haven't thought about that in a long time because we all know everything is capable of being hacked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But there's, like, my credit card is measured to protect other people using it, even if they did get that information. Anybody can hack anything. Like, we just don't care.
Yeah. Which is why I think it's hilarious when companies like Ubi are like, here's our new Assassin's Creed 2 DRM, unhackable.
Seriously?
Like,
within 24 hours.
Like, don't ever say anything's unhacked, because that's like, well, I'm going to hack it.
I remember the same
before
thing
I go to lunch, I will hack it. Like, I'm going to make it my business to do
when
that.
When Microsoft put out the Xbox, it's like, you can't put another OS on it. 24 hours later, Linux
right
there. Like they're constantly like, our security is so hardcore.
It's like, the difference is
don't brag to people who make their entire, who base their lives off of bragging about hacking your shit.
Yes.
Because
Because to me, the difference is much like where games. It's the same thing to me like this. We're games journalists and are expected to kind of know everything about every game ever.
Mm-hmm.
And when you ask me like, hey, tell me about this thing in Metroid, and I can go, yeah, I think first you have to go to this place. No, wait, let me think. Meanwhile, some guy on the internet who's done it purely out of love and loves it more than anything, has played it 1,000 times, will go, that's completely wrong. Here's what you do, this. And he knows it right off the top of his head. He's an expert in the truest sense of the word. Same thing with these hacker people. Like Microsoft pays $200,000 a year to somebody to make the unbreakable, unhackable thing. Well, there's a guy doing it because he loves it down the street, and he'll stay up 72 hours straight because he wants to.
Gonna use the example, one like I had, my computer came with Norton antivirus. Like, what a piece of shit! And then you get Adaware, and it's a bunch of people who develop it and submit tips, and generally like have a community that wants to defeat spammers, and and I'm using Audacity right now, which is completely open source and free, and is better than almost any sound program in the goddamn universe as a result. You can't defeat hackers, but like nobody cares. You hack my Xbox Live account, you have my friends in my Donald Duck t-shirt. Who cares?
Yeah, well, they could call everyone a
fag. They could buy it.
They could get your credit card info.
Which is what he did. That's what he put on Major Nelson.
His grand plan was lol fags.
Like that's what he kept changing it because I think he may have
he changed
intentionally done it while he knew he'd be at PAX. At PAX East, and so it was the first one was just I'm a fag, so that was like great seeing the figurehead of. I'm sorry, that was almost worth it alone. Thank you, Lights.
No, I don't hate the kid. Actually, it's pretty funny.
Oh, I think he's ridiculous.
But he is absurd. And
he hacked the what? Jesus, What do we call him?
Let's not even say hacked, because he didn't. He managed
He didn't
to
dive
get,
into code and
He
figure
managed
out.
to get customer support to give him the
Is that what
password.
happened?
Yes, my name is Major
No,
Nelson.
No one said that, but like
Because he got his Skype shit and a bunch of other information
Did
that he
he?
also that
he
he also
gave
leaked.
away his own Skype. I
Maybe I'm
somehow
mistaken.
I think he got lucky. He's clearly he couldn't figure out how to use his like screen recorder on Windows. There is no such thing as a lead hacker who uses Windows.
So anybody, we got Major Nelson, motherfucker. That's what's up.
Motherfucker.
I'm out.
And
fucking turn this shit off.
I don't know. Maybe
and
it's somewhere in Major Nelson's account.
And sued.
And
Like,
the moment I mean, did you not realize that? I almost think it was smart to like hack the unhackable
Right.
for a business decision, but there's nothing to be gained by hacking an account.
Hacking an Xbox Live account would be like, so what?
Why would I pay $60 to get into someone's account? What do I get?
I mean, people have done that before for like Halo items and whatnot. And
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
but Microsoft is very quick to put the kibosh on. What else did you write about
What's
this
a
week, Taylor?
kibosh, Chris?
I believe it's a Jewish shish kebab. We'll have Diana fill us in momentarily.
Michael, you're a quarter legal Jew. What do you say, kibosh?
Quarter legal Jew?
Legal Jew sounds like a great show. Up next on Legal Jew.
Oi! I got nothing.
Me neither.
Yeah, I don't have
No
a
improv
joke.
today.
What else did you write this week, Tyler?
Hey, I wrote about.
You wrote about Modern Warfare.
Yeah, why don't we talk about Modern Warfare DLC, the stimulus package, so named to make it easier for us to make fun of?
I know. Why did you call it the stimulus
Why did you call
package?
it?
Because no jokes aside, it's that bullshit of let's name it after something in pop culture that's real, and then it becomes like a clever reference. And now it's smart. It's like in Matrix, everything's named after religious things, so that makes it deep.
All I thought, I'll do my best not to write that it's to bail out Activision for Band Hero.
Exactly. It costs $15. It's 5 maps, 2 of which are from COD4. So it's 3 new maps, 2 old maps that you've probably played a bunch of times already.
That seems so weird.
And so it's 1,200 Microsoft points, which is about $15.
That's like 4 rides on a merry-go-round.
Yeah. So it's a stimulus package in the sense that it's a bunch of money for Activision, and that it's bailing out and I believe one of the maps is actually called Bailout.
It is called
Bailout. Bailing out a game that's kind of, at least for me and everyone I know, the multiplayer has dwindled in interest.
It's kind of a Bork's multiplayer. Like
don't like it.
It's fun and mindless, but it's like that addictive quality of 4 is gone because it's so fleeting. It's
very
too
unbalanced.
fleeting. Yeah.
And I mean, I was pumped about it when we got into it, but I just sort of said in my article what I felt like. $15 is too much because these maps there's Bailout's actually the best map. It's an apartment complex, which is a little different. The other maps there's like a snowy junkyard, and there's just these big.
Haven't seen that before.
Yeah,
But
big
there's
boxes.
a tire sculpture.
Yeah, there's like polygon boxes with refuse textures. I'm like, this is ugly and boring.
Yeah.
Why would I want to play in a junkyard? Like, I've seen that. You already have a junkyard map.
Even if the maps were, I don't know, on Pluto and Anti-Gravity, that's too much to charge for 3 new maps.
Yeah, and the 2 COD4 maps they included are arguably the best ones in the game. They're Overgrown and Crash. Which, I love both
Those are good
maps.
Those actually stand out
But,
to me. I remember those.
did they really update? Not really. You can play.
But every
a new
Mass
mode
Effect
on
lets
them.
you port over save data. Rock Band lets you port over songs from other games.
Yeah,
I
it's
own
strange.
these already.
Yeah,
So
I almost feel like a free DLC add-on would have been all of the maps from COD.
it's not on a different engine, and it's not on a different system.
Is that hard?
It is very strange that they're going to actually charge for it.
And the first thing I thought once taking all that into account, and like, well, this is why they didn't allow dedicated servers and modders, and to charge this premium on this product.
It's the point of the article was to say that I'm concerned about what Activision may do to Call of Duty because Infinity Ward made it outstanding, but Activision likes their yearly release schedule. and just the lack of dedicated servers. Yeah, piss off the PC community. Good idea. The bugs like the javelin
You see
glitch.
that Team Fortress map with the Left 4 Dead zombies this week? Tyler wrote an article about it. It was fucking
really
awesome.
cool.
It's fucking awesome.
I basically,
and making that impossible and then charging an egregious price.
Right, and it
stems from them charging more in Europe for Modern Warfare because they know
Right.
this is a AAA product. People will pay more for it.
No.
Not if you trumpet the fact that people will pay more for our product. Then they won't.
One thing is that they do, and like they can do that for so long
Yeah.
until the competition
Catches up with them.
Battlefield Bad Company 2
Yeah.
just released a couple of maps for free if you bought the game new.
Yeah.
And DICE has said we will never charge for DLC maps because that is ridiculous.
Stupid.
And
This comes like the day after the news of Activision restructuring, and it really does. This is an omen for me of what's going to happen with Call of Duty. Like it's very clear. We're at the beginning of Tony Hawk. We're at the beginning of Guitar Hero.
Right.
We're about to watch Call of Duty just get fucked.
Because
Activision has just split into 4 units that focus on Blizzard because it can do whatever it wants because it's Blizzard. IPs that Activision owns, IPs that Activision has licensed, like Spider-Man, and then the 4th group, Call of Duty. It's just Call of Duty, which guess what it was last year? Guitar Hero. This is the first year Guitar Hero has not been a separate group, and they've downgraded it from this deserves its own section of Activision to manage to, well, just throw it in there because we've ran it to shit. And now they're going to, like Call of Duty, that's what's going to happen. They're going to somehow find a way to just milk it to death. And
that's
2 years from now, we'll be like, remember when Tony Hawk was a cool thing when it came out?
Yeah, it was huge.
And that's how and now it's like a joke. Like, who the fuck plays this anymore? That's what Call of Duty will be in 2 years.
I'm afraid for it to become a joke. I don't want that. And like in the article, I kind of say, hey, take a lesson from Valve.
Yeah.
Hugely successful company that just goes, we'll take as long as we need to make a game. We'll offer exceptional value to our customers. We'll let them mod it and do whatever they want to it.
Tyler, that attitude takes more time and money, whereas this attitude is,
Right.
we exploit things on a yearly basis. We milk it for all it's worth until it's dead. Then we milk it some more until it's absolutely dry and squirting dust out of its teats.
Which is Tony Hawk Ride at this point.
Then we'll have spent the last year or two coming up with something better that we will then spring on the world, and that will become our new major franchise.
What none of you seem to realize is that if you look at a Modern Warfare 2 leaderboard, the top 10 are all shareholders. It's true. I fucked up the joke. But, my mistake.
But it is like the sad thing is, Activision is a much bigger company than Valve, which necessitates much higher yields, which necessitates more games and more releases. And now it's like you could be rich, like say the heads of Valve, or you could be richer, like the heads of Activision. It's kind of like
I can't think of a good way to structure this thought, other than. We were talking about it outside. Like, Call of Duty is beloved because it's beautiful and it's the best.
Yeah.
A bad Call of Duty doesn't have a fan. It doesn't even have like a casual adopter. There's no good Mario. There's never going to be a Super Mario 2 equivalent of a Call of Duty 2 game. Like, they'll abandon you the second you put out something that doesn't have an Infinity Ward 2-year amount of time into it.
Well, like World at War was a half step, and
yeah, but there's not really World at War fans. Good. I don't feel like we could post a picture of Master Chief's face today. Like Call of Duty doesn't have any characters like that.
Right.
Like it's only like
no Captain Price.
What how good are you this time? Like not. Right. It doesn't have anything. It doesn't have anything else to fall back on other than the quality and the time they put into it.
If it fails once, it'll take a long time to recover.
Yeah, if they put out a shit Modern Warfare 3, then
it'll be Medal of Honor.
Yeah, which by the way, the multiplayer is being developed by DICE, which is made by
for the new Medal of Honor.
For the new Medal of Honor.
Which seems like we're going to go on a seesaw here, where like this fall everyone's going to play Medal of Honor.
Probably.
Yeah. I'm very surprised how many people were quick to leave for Bad Company 2.
Yeah, I was.
I don't need Modern Warfare 2.
We did a play session with the new maps, and like a bunch of people who got in with me, readers of the site, were like, man, I haven't played this in a while. Been playing Bad Company 2. And I'm like, well, okay. You wrote my article for me. Thank you.
Yeah, no
like, so, and that's...
No, wait. Okay.
But
Okay.
one of the things I was worried about when
Go
I
for
wrote this was that there are two people who we know. One is Robert Bowling, who works for Infinity Ward, the community manager, who I've met many times. And the other's Dan Amrick, who now works for Activision. I was like, oh, they're going to read this.
Oh, I love that.
They're not going to be my friends anymore. And Robert Bowling was cool with it. He just made fun of me. And Dan actually got to me on AIM, and I won't repeat like everything he said, but...
Who is at One of Swords on Twitter?
He is at One of Swords on Twitter, and he is like Activision's community guy now.
Check
which you
TalkRadar
should know.
80 for the roast of Dan Amrick.
Yeah. And, but I mean, he was like really cool. He was like, I appreciate you played the maps before lampooning them, because most people are just like, $15, that's bullshit.
Right.
They didn't play them. But I played them and found 2 out of 3 of the new maps pretty boring.
Which, we made a connection here that the Halo 3 Mythic Pack was the same price for 3 maps.
Yeah.
So it's not unprecedented.
No.
No, it wasn't the
But we
same
don't
price,
like
though,
that
was it?
either. That's kind of bullshit too. But also, at least all 3 of those maps were new.
They were new.
2 of these are from COD4, which
Well, was it? I think it
ups the price.
at the
of the
time.
ones.
That was a problem back then. That it just people eventually forgot about, and no one else repeated until just now.
Right.
Right, yeah. No, we got used to people being a little better about it. But, Dan was cool, and he was just kind of like, I agree there's a lot of lessons to be learned from Valve, and, how they treat their consumers, and...
This is pretty cool. Let's move on so we don't alienate everybody who doesn't play Call of Duty.
That's right.
Because what else? Oh, shit. We'll get into Alston's Mario Galaxy thing in a second.
Sure.
No. What do we have? Samurai
Showdown.
Samurai Showdown.
Sen, which, by the way, has plastered ads all over our site, which
Good
kind of
for them.
surprises me.
And apparently
because
sucks.
we gave it a 5.
Yeah. I heard it's not very good.
It probably
It's-
links back to GameSpot.
Which is funny.
I was playing it today, and I immediately hated it, just because. It's growing on me a little bit, but it's just that there's that immediate moment of dislike, because this is a series that has not changed a great deal over the last 10, 15 years, however old it is. Yeah, Samurai Showdown's great. It's a one of the last bastions of 2D fighting.
Yeah.
It's kind of had its ups and downs, but every time it goes 3D, they just don't know what to do with themselves. They're like, oh fuck, we can't keep all these Street Fighter style moves. We gotta throw everything out the window. And so this one's 3D. And it's basically,
but it's on a 2D plane, isn't it?
So many Ds.
Yeah, but you can step up and down.
Oh,
it's not like Street Fighter 4,
Okay,
where it's
I see.
restricted to a 2D plane.
Okay.
It's basically Soul Calibur with gore.
Okay.
And it's bloody, and then if you hit your opponents a certain way, you can hack off a head or an arm, or not an arm, but a hand, or cut them in half. And I've actually will have written a thing about it and posted it yesterday, as of this posting, which is very confusing.
Yeah,
it's tomorrow now, but by the time this goes up, it'll be yesterday.
It went up on Thursday.
But I surprised the hell out of Chris, because we were talking about it, and I was like, I love the Samurai Showdown. Or
I'm a huge Samurai Showdown fan. I'm like,
it's a cool series.
What? All you play is first-person shooters and talk about old PC games.
It's like, no. And I'm like, I do talk about old PC games. I didn't play this shit till I got a Neo Geo emulator. Right. Same way I didn't play Money Idol Exchanger until I got a Neo Geo emulator. And I love the Neo Geo.
That's
Money Item Exchanger.
We realized, Neo Geo priced itself out of a fan base.
Yeah, the games are $250.
Yeah,
but they were arcade cartridges.
They were arcade cartridges. Really, even arcade was for me as a kid, too expensive. I couldn't afford to go to most arcades.
Yeah,
I had to play one. I had to get good at Street Fighter, and then I literally my allowance was $2. I feel like a young shoe shine boy from the 40s.
No, I understand completely. My weekly allowance was $2 in
what do I do?
In 1991, which I spent every Monday at Street Fighter 2.
This game is really pretty, but nobody's playing it. And I was baffled to find out but that's when I discovered Neo Geo 2. It was 2 things, 2 E's, eBay and emulators.
Right.
Yeah. I couldn't go to an arcade and play through a Metal Slug game. I didn't have that kind of quarter cash.
Mm-hmm. No, that's only for birthdays, man. When you get that $20 bill token.
Yeah.
Oh, you never got the guy who just opens up the machine and flicks the fucking coin slot over and over again? It's your birthday, kid.
Yeah, maybe once to play fucking in the hunt.
like 10 minutes to closing, some guy did that.
Yeah.
Not me play, but
We
but,
beat
you know.
the Simpsons game.
Yeah, I don't know. Samurai Showdown though. First two games were amazing. Third game sucked.
Yeah, the
Fourth
first two
game
were
was
great.
better. Fifth game, bleh. And then they keep going 3D every once in a while. Like there was this shitty Warriors Rage game for PlayStation 1 where Haomaru was like really old. And
I'll bet they do it once a platform.
Probably, yeah. But
It reeks of like Street Fighter 4 being so highly met and rated and sells well, and then King of Fighters 12 kind of gets a little bit of that love, and
Well,
then now they're like Samurai Showdown.
if this had been done for Samurai Showdown, what Street Fighter 4 did for Street Fighter, where it's like the same gameplay style,
Right.
but 3D graphics and it looks really pretty,
Yeah.
that would be great. But it's
not.
They take out all the cool super moves, like most of them. I think Galford can still like make Poppy run around, and Nakaruru can still fly around on her eagle.
Oh, Galford.
Yeah, you remember Galford?
Not at all.
Oh, blonde kid with the dog.
Got it.
He's in the top 7 canine companions.
I'm letting it go.
But yeah,
Oh.
anyway, most of the super moves are stripped out. It's a Soul Calibur ripoff. It looks really kind of drab.
It's super drab, and
everything's really washed out.
It reminded me like
Pretty
of a shittier Bushido blade.
Yeah, it looks like a PS2
Except
game.
without the one-hit kills.
Yeah, without the one-hit kills.
Even that would have been
But
a little
what
better.
got us laughing this morning while we were having our meeting is Michael started reading out the achievements for the game.
Yes.
And like the joke I made is I was looking for information on the series and I spelled Showdown correctly and couldn't find anything, and then realized it spelled SHODOWN. So
Yep.
even the series, the whole series, the title is misspelled.
Is that a
don't,
reference to Shogun?
don't try to tell me it was
I
intentional.
don't care.
Oh, all right.
Because it's not even
Michael
called that in
Raparez
Japan.
It's called Samurai
does not
Spirit.
care.
But then the achievement list for Sen is like
What's it called in Japan? What do you say?
Spirits.
Spirits.
Samurai Spirits.
Samurai Spirit.
Like one of the achievements is Dancing Man in Death Place.
In
There's the gong.
And the description of the achievement is to complete the story mode with Kyrian. Like it starts with a 2. Wow.
They just they took 1/3 of the sentence and threw it into the achievement description.
And then kill 1,000 of men.
Maybe my favorite.
Yeah. It's
And then I don't want to take Michael's because I also enjoyed wait, where'd it go? The Cool Perfect Killer, the Crimson Murderousness.
Yes.
the Crimson Murderous.
I'm also a fan of Eternal War Girl and Ancestry of Phantom Bird.
My favorite is wow. My favorite is one word, great, for 9 points, which is to kill the opponent when you are dying. Which lol language? I mean, there's barely a joke here.
But it's just funny because this is like SNK. They can't afford a translator. What the hell?
Well, if you played Samurai Showdown 2 on Xbox Live, it was the same thing where they
Oh,
had
man,
all this
did I.
bizarre English. Well, I did.
I
had all this bizarre English in the achievements and in the instructions. And
Yeah.
I wonder if it's intentional
almost
though, where
seems
they're like the
intentional.
people will think it's funny who buy this
Maybe.
will be
I
like.
think it's hilarious. I think it's getting more exposure because of that than it ever would have just
Probably
for the
right.
Showdown.
you're probably right.
Little wrath. A little too wrath. Ninja Turtles 2 joke? Somebody
No?
got it.
No? No.
Of the thousands of people listening, I bet at least 4
Wild-
people laughed.
Wild Beast in the Wild.
Yeah, I like that wild.
Is that an achievement?
Yes.
I think that deserves a gong noise.
I feel like that should be the subtitle to my name, Tyler Wilde, Wild Beast in the Wilds.
Yes.
Any more? Any more?
No.
No?
We're good.
Oh, the nature-like mediums.
Oh, the gong noise wasn't as great as I remember.
Well,
Give me-
you are playing it 17 times.
Give me one more.
The Sparkling Destiny.
I tried.
No,
Yow, yow, yow.
Do you
No, that
know
works
it?
a little better.
The Impact Blue of Justice.
Uh-huh.
How's that?
I don't have anything.
Well, let's fall back on this second row,
Oh, Jesus.
4th from the left. Damn.
Nice shot. Nice shot.
Nice.
This is a comedy woo-ha.
Would you like to talk about any more articles I've written?
No. No.
No?
Don't get a big head because he saw Mario Galaxy.
I saw and played Mario Galaxy 2 this week.
Oh, my God.
It was really good.
Give me the newness.
Henry actually pointed out to me that apparently I said in some podcast a while ago that the idea that we even are waiting for Mario Galaxy 2 reviews is ridiculous because
you're gonna buy it anyway.
You're gonna buy it. It's gonna be awesome, and it's a 9. And like, do we even need to kid ourselves? Like,
I'd say a 10.
I don't know about 10 because they already did this. You know,
doesn't matter. There's nothing else in that field. There's nothing else in that genre.
It's true, but what I saw was
it's the only game in town.
Especially in May on a Wii. It's kind of a joke.
Stop it.
The areas I saw were they just showed some new galaxies and new levels, but they revealed Rock Mario, who it's a hat he gets, turns him into a rock suit, and you shake the remote like you would normally do in Galaxy to do the little spin move to punch Goombas and shit. No offense.
You're on fire today.
I'm really not.
Yeah.
You would shake it, and he rolls up into a ball, kind of like Goron Link from like Majora's Mask, or just curls up into a ball and rolls around the area. He can smash through shit. It's fun. And then Light Yoshi.
Is there platforming involved?
There is platforming involved.
I will give this a pass.
You jump, and oh my gosh, way better than stupid ass Spring Mario. From Galaxy. But, I mean, in general, the game looked fantastic. It's still the prettiest Wii game I've seen since the last Galaxy. Gameplay works. It's a Mario game. The levels were really inventive, and they were a great mix of what I played was, like, easy learning the ropes and, like, super hardcore platforming. Like, you have to be super elite game player.
All right, you were talking about that because we were talking about doing a guide, and most of the Mario games be like, there it is.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need a guide to tell you where that is. The game tells you. It's just like, you won't be able to do that shit, bitch.
Yeah, like 90% of the stars for the game are like, well, there it is.
And there's more than stars, right?
There's stars, and then there's
comet coins.
There's comet medals hidden around the game, and they just open up new areas.
Comet coins would have been better. I like the
comet coins.
Sorry.
Well, they already have gold coins, so they didn't have to have 2 coins.
Yeah. I
medals.
see.
But one thing I really liked was that the game itself is set up like more like Mario 3 or even New Super Mario Brothers, where there's just World 1 and there's just this flat map that you move right on.
Really?
And you select, because Galaxy was more of this open area, and you kind of went to different universes.
You just selected stars on a planet.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you're in World 1, and instead of it being World 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, each of the levels in the world is a galaxy, if that makes any sense. So, like, World 1, 1, instead of being called World 1, 1, is like Buzzsaw Galaxy, and then there's like 3 stars in it, and then you go to the next area, and it's Haunty Halls Galaxy, and it's
Haunty Halls,
and there's like 4 stars in it. So it seems like a great mix of that, you know, old style and then the new Galaxy planetoid kind of gameplay. It comes out in May. It's, I mean,
awesome.
Why won't it be good? It'll be great. Like, let's just agree that it's going to be a lot of fun.
We're going to play it, and we're going to like it.
And the music was awesome and orchestrated. Like the GDC demo
Gutsy
they had.
Garden-esque?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. The music that the music they had was filler. At about a month ago, they had a demo, and the music was kind of placeholder and sounded kind of MIDI and just synthesized and not.
They were using a Dark Knight score. Dark Knight.
What game did that?
Modern Warfare 2.
Modern Warfare 2 used. That's great. But, you know, I asked about that, and I'm like, yeah, it seemed like, you know, people, including me, who's a big video game music asshole, was like, why does this music suck in demo? And they're like, because that wasn't the point of the demo at a GDC build. Like, the music is not our focus at that stage. So when I was playing it, though, it looked fantastic. So
play with Yoshi at all?
Yes, Yoshi works great.
Really?
Like, you target things with the Wii Remote, you point at them, and you push the B trigger on the Wii Remote.
That's kind of a game changer.
And
no matter what the criticism the game gets.
No, it really does. Like, and it's not like New Mario Wii where he's in like 2 levels and it doesn't mean a fucking thing. Stupid game.
You say that about Mario 2?
No. Mario 2 I like.
Sorry, excuse me.
I was talking about New Mario Wii.
Oh, I see.
Because he's in like 2 levels and they're like, Yoshi's back. Who cares? He's barely in it. But Yoshi in this, like, he can like grapple onto floating things with his tongue, eat bullet bills, and shoot them back at enemies. Like, when you're on him, it does change the way you can interact with the world in a real way. And then there's levels that revolve entirely around him. So I don't know. I think it will be.
I hope so, because he seemed almost useless at this point. He seemed to have about the status in the Mushroom Kingdom as Waluigi.
Yeah,
unless they figured out what to do with him. And I love Yoshi. Yoshi's one of my favorite people ever.
And that's because, I mean, when was the last time he
ready
was
for
in
this? You ready for this?
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that's pretty good. That's
I'm not, you know.
That's the last. Like, when was the last time he was in a proper
Yeah.
game, though? And this is a return, so he's actually useful, and I didn't hate it at all.
Well, let's get the hell out of here. We're going to do a super quick new users and game DLC.
Oh, I saw Lost Planet 2.
No, go ahead with Lost.
No, Lost Planet 2 multiplayer. I could talk about it, but the demo is out now, so you can,
go play it.
Or no, the demo is out now for selected members and press, and then other people. I don't remember the date, but a new multiplayer demo of like versus, like in Lost Planet 1, and we actually have one PSN and one Xbox 360 code. So you can have early access, and I'll try to post a story about that code on Friday when this podcast goes up, so we can give it away.
Do you like it? I like the co-op that I played.
The co-op.
But I didn't get into the last Lost Planet multiplayer.
I played a lot of Lost Planet multiplayer,
Really?
and I really liked it. So this one,
Does the grapple arm lose any of its luster after playing Just Cause 2?
I barely played Just Cause 2, so
Planet Commando.
So I don't know. It's better.
What's with grapple arms lately?
They pull you places.
They pull you.
Fun.
But I mean, just go play it yourself, or maybe we'll do a Ustream. I don't know.
It's Indiana Jones whip.
Maybe Friday we'll try to do a game with everybody and play the demo together.
Yeah.
Well, even though it's not out for everybody yet, but maybe we'll Ustream it. I don't know. Play it.
Who knows? It's
Who
crazy.
knows?
We're
I
crazy.
must point out TalkRadar is coming up.
Right. We'll have a question of the week, and we'll have
but I don't know.
phone calls from you guys.
Maybe with the phone calls. Passover.
You're Jeff Goldblum's dad in Independence Day.
I might be. It's not up to me to say.
Isn't his dad in Independence Day Harvey Firestein?
I'm Sat Firestein. Let's go to break. Jesus.
Coming soon on video and DVD.
I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I play video games.
Oh, it's an exciting time then.
In the cutthroat business of podcasting, 5 men vow to make a difference. At any cost.
We know things are bad, worse than bad.
Number 1, 2. Cost Sega about $1 billion.
It's a depression.
These nerds are a threat to our way of life.
Brett Elston.
Buckle your goddamn safety belt!
Oh, hell no!
Charlie Barrett.
It was my life, Charlie.
Find it for $50 on eBay.
Shane Patterson.
Hey! Hey, wait! My name is Shane. Are you Jade Raymond?
Chris Antista.
Back off, Italian boy. Stay out of this. This is strictly homicides.
And Michael Raparez in this summer's biggest podcasting event.
It appears you're up against Rosgrease itself out there.
Don't be the only one in your town to miss. TalkRadar.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Peter? John? I'm talking here. It's kind of important. Sorry. You were saying? I was saying, I tell you this. You will not break bread again with me. What are you whispering about? Nothing. No, you were talking about something. I hate it when people do that. Would you just tell me what it is, please? No, it was nothing. I was just telling John here that Louie's coming tonight.
And now, Louie, the guy who comes in and says his catchphrase over and over again.
He's coming here tonight? Louie, they're gonna dip my balls in. Yes, he's coming. Oy vey, who invited Louie? Judas? Judas, why did you invite Louie? What? Thought it would lighten the mood a little bit. He's funny. Dipping the balls in the face. It's a good bit. Oh, now I'm the bad guy. I mean, everybody likes Louie, right? It's not that I don't like Louie. I love Louis. I love everybody. That's my thing, man. It's just the balls dipping thing. It's cheap, you know? It's just not my sense of humor. Tonight, I thought it'd be the 13 of us. And...
Hey, everybody! Who's got something for me?
I do!
What is it?
Baba Ganoush!
I want to dip my balls in it! Who's got a plate of something?
I do!
What is it?
Potato Togo!
I want to dip my
Peter, John, James, you don't want to stay with me tonight?
Well, come with us! We're going over to Louis. He's gonna dip his balls in some things!
I want to dip my balls in it!
Come on, Louis waiting. Let's go.
We'll have supper next weekend.
No, guys, real quick, seriously. I'm dying for the sins of the world, and one of you's gonna deny me, and one of you's gonna betray me.
I want to dip my balls in it!
We have a warrant for the arrest of Jesus of Nazareth. Are you Jesus of Nazareth? He just went that way. He's got a short sleeve shirt and a tie, and he's yelling about his balls.
TalkRadar, bitches.
All of a sudden, I could feel 100% evil come over me.
I'm going to GamesRadar.com, the official website of the internet.
Can you dig it?
Friday night we'll be drinking Manischewitz, going out to terrorize Goyam. Stomping shankers, screwing chicks as long as we're home by Saturday morning. 'Cause hey, we're the Bruce, sporting anti-swastika tattoos. We're the boys, the Orthodox Hasidic OGOs.
Oh my God, Talk Seder.
Talk Seder has begun.
Is about to be underway. Who do we have with us?
Hey, kids.
Hi.
You wanna tell the people your name?
No.
Come on, do it.
Okay. No,
You can do this.
I'm Diana. I'm Mrs. Wikiparas.
Damn, that's right. This looks like someone's been forced to listen to the show once or twice.
Can you find a way to feminize the Wikiparas sound effect?
I can. Can I? Yes.
As Tyler looks over your shoulder.
All right. That was the only woman I have on my board.
Except for the crying one?
No, I got rid of her because I was so tired of that. I didn't have it. Rock Band is all Jimi Hendrix this week. That's why I opened up with No Effects, The Bruise. It's incredibly appropriate. Hold on, before we get to this, we're going to do straight up Passover, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yes. Which involves what? Wine and food and.
Yep. It's pretty much Thanksgiving in the spring, so wine and food.
Thanksgiving in the spring? What are you giving thanks for? Like a dead pharaoh?
Yeah, not being slaves.
Not being slaves.
Pharaohs being dumb. Freedom.
I can get behind all of this.
Deserts?
Springtime.
Deserts.
God killing everybody else and not you.
The invention of Hollywood. Tyler has to be off mic so you can hear him laughing right next to me. What a low rent production. We don't have more than 4 mics.
We have 4 mics. So low rent.
Let's do game deals super fast. Take his advice. Game deals, you know what? Fuck it. Mario Kart DS is $23 on Amazon. Best Buy might.
Damn it! Who cares? The game is almost 5 years old.
It's still outsold like BioShock.
I know it
this year,
still sells incredibly well. It was the Kids' Choice Award, according to that thing I saw on BuzzFeed with old people reacting to
This
it.
is stupid.
For favorite video game.
Best
it
Buy
came out 5 years ago.
Best Buy might still be offering a buy one get one half off the second DS game deal. I guess in honor of the Nintendo DS IXL.
DS IXL.
That's a lot of letters.
It's stupid. The thing itself is not stupid.
But it was great. I went in there and bought like Scribblenauts and Professor Layton Diabolical box for like $45. Pretty good. And then I just wrote something. Walmart has a flyer leaking information that Killzone 2, Infamous. Resistance 2, Little Big Planet Game of the Year Edition, and Undisputed 2009 are greatest hits collection, are going greatest hits. So ugly red boxes abound, but $30 price tags
29
are also in the cards as well. And I'm going to let that be game deals because we also have
Do as I say. Save a little money for a rainy day.
new users. Diana,
Mm-hmm.
we do not have a lady voice on here very often. I want you to read the new users this week. New users, everybody signed up to reply to question of the week. What was your favorite? What book would you like to be turned into a game? Which we also won't be reading right now.
Okay, you want me to read all these?
Do it.
We got Wicked Sid, I Hate You, The Ghost of Anwar Sadat. That's appropriate, I suppose, for Passover. Soapy, Erotic Monkey Love, Kung Fu Dude, Two First Names, Spoojtan, Chopper Gunner, The TalkRadar Ninja, Shepherd the Pimp,
Wha-bam!
Grizzly 311, Lumpy Custard.
I remember that one.
Yuzo AM? Icarus is Falling, Seattle Sound, Louis Salgado, Games Radar NoobTube.
That's a good reference to something that was said last week, which I almost edited out.
Well, I wonder, is this one a reference? Halo Reach makes my balls tickle?
I don't know. I didn't set you up to read this. I really didn't.
Oh, and Sir Lion of Tiger.
Sir Lion of Tiger.
Wow, that was overdue.
He was knighted.
From 49 episodes ago.
Jesus, really? We haven't had a hit as big as the King in 50 episodes.
Well, no, we've got Shy Fonzie now.
Oh, Shy Fonzie. Shy Fonzie's pretty great.
He's worried about his carbon footprint.
I just don't want to pollute, okay? It's about responsibility of the planet.
Oh, I love Shy Fonzie.
I do miss Bonsoir, I gotta say.
Bonsoir, he'll be back as soon as there's more wrestling titles. That doesn't happen until August. Passover. Michael, are you the head Jew?
No.
I forget how Judaism works. What does this work? Do it, Diana.
It's kind of decentralized, but I mean, I'm here as the token Jew because I saw the TalkRadar fan art months ago, and I was like, "Oh, Michael, you gotta, who do you have in your office that's Jewish? You could totally do that." And either he didn't look hard, or there are no Jews around here.
Gary Steinem, who had to go home. I think that's about all we have, and he's probably upset that I outed him.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm pinch hitting. I'm pinch hitting for the Jews this week. Here I am.
Fair enough.
Now I'm going to subject you to satyrs.
Satyrs. So the satyr is what?
Okay.
Am I really this ignorant? I don't know if I'm just like.
I'm right there with
this
you.
is good. This is good. You're
the
the audience
I am
surrogate.
from the South.
Yeah. All right. So education time. The Seder is a traditional dinner to mark the beginning of Passover.
Mm-hmm.
Passover always comes in the spring, and it commemorates the exodus of the Jews out of slavery in Egypt. That's pretty much it.
It's not to celebrate the death of Jesus or anything like that.
Was Aladdin a Jew? Can we just pretend that he was?
Sure.
So we can play a whole new world over this?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Right now we're editorializing.
Yes. Best part, never seen the movie.
Okay.
But I have seen Return of Jafar.
So what happens on the Seder?
Really?
We're sitting here with all this crazy food.
Okay. So, the centerpiece of the dinner is a Seder plate, which I have right here, and it's got an egg and a bone and greens and horseradish and sweet stuff on it.
Did we get a picture of that? It looks like Hebrew voodoo.
You don't actually eat off the Seder.
No. It's a symbol. There's a lot of symbolism. I'm going to hit you guys with a lot of symbolism.
All right, what do we have here? You can see all these pictures on the TalkRadar page, by the way.
Yes.
TalkRadar 95.
Okay, so we've got greens to represent spring, and horseradish is bitter and represents the bitterness of oppression, right?
Mm-hmm.
The brown mushy stuff is supposed to look kind of like mortar, but it's also sweet, like freedom.
But you don't eat it.
Well, I gave you guys some to eat.
Oh, yeah.
This is the symbol
Because
plate.
it's
This
really
is the
good.
eating plate.
I see what you're saying.
This is the display model.
Are our greens spinach?
Greens are some random salad greens that I pulled out of our big bag of salad we got at Costco.
First Seder I ever went to, it was like parsley dipped in salt water.
Yeah, you're supposed to do that. We're skipping that.
A lot of salt water in the desert.
Because you guys, you're supposed to do that, and the salt water reminds you of the tears of suffering.
Our Passover greens are a Costco spring mix.
Yes, they are. Yeah, but since you guys all know what salt water tastes like, we're going to skip that part and make it go faster. And the egg also represents spring, and also I think the sacrifice in the temple.
And Jesus resurrecting?
And it can't be the Easter Bunny laying eggs.
The Easter Bunny did not leave that. But that could be where that comes from. For all
it was where Jesus told his followers to hide.
In an egg?
Egg.
So now you know which came first. Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus laid all the eggs, and from those eggs came the chickens that we know and love.
And that's why we have Seder.
Yep.
I think I have the chronology correct.
Okay. Oh, and last is the bone that represents the slaughtered lambs, where they put the blood on their doorpost. We'll get to that because I got to tell the story.
Right.
Although I didn't have a lamb bone, so this represents the buffalo chickens that we slaughtered.
All the awful buffalo chicken.
The Animal 54 from KFC.
No, the Indians use every part of the buffalo chicken.
Okay, so I'm really trying to keep this as basic and loose as possible. So if there are any, much more Orthodox Jews than me, which is like every Jew ever, that complain about this, go crazy in the comments or whatever. But I'm just trying to keep it fast. I'm in a room full of guys. What am I going to do? Okay, so drinking is a big part of Passover. Because
we finally get to get into this shit, huh?
Yeah, so
is this the Shev?
This is the Shev. We're going the traditional route, the Manischewitz Concord grape.
Concord grape?
Yeah. For some reason, they like sweet wines and kosher wines. So
wow.
let's
we haven't done a taste test in a
go
while.
for it, and let's see what you think.
Bottoms up.
Smells like Easter egg dye.
What is that thing about mummies and grapes?
A mummy vomiting grapes.
Mummy vomiting grapes in your mouth.
This time the mummy's just imagine that the mummy is drier.
No, at this point, I am against mummies because that would have been an Egyptian.
Yeah, before it was an underage mummy because it was Mountain Dew, and only children in Brett Elston drink Mountain Dew. Whereas this is wine, so the mummy's more desiccated.
This is extremely sweet. Is this alcohol? What's the percentage of alcohol in this?
It's not.
It is super sweet.
And is Manischewitz a brand or?
Yeah. No, it's a.
It is a brand.
It's bottled by Manischewitz.
And how long have they
Company.
existed?
Pretty long time.
I would imagine a long time.
What else did they make that you were telling me about?
Mad Dog 2020?
No, that's Mug and David. We're going to get to that.
Oh,
that's
okay,
that
okay.
will 11% alcohol by volume.
All right, Tyler's going to hit the soundboard. It's all right. You need an outlet. You don't have an extra mic.
Tyler's rendered effectively mute
Just yell something.
by the amount of Jewishness in this room.
Just yell something really loud so we know you're there.
Let me hear it, Mr. Scream.
Oh, get it?
Oh, so the Chev.
Yep. Oh, I totally forgot. Wait, I have yarmulkes for everybody.
Oh, let me
wow.
do that.
Leftover from the wedding.
These are leftover wedding yarmulkes.
Is this the one I wore?
It's
How do you
from the
fasten
same
these
batch.
on? I feel like Adebisi from Oz.
You don't really do.
I still use my Michael and Diana pen every day.
Oh, yay.
Oh, this is
That's
a
good.
perfect fit.
Yeah.
So is
that's
this
a
supposed to not let your ever-dying soul escape from your brain?
No.
No.
It's a sign of respect for God
Wait, are you...
that you're not supposed to keep your head uncovered ever
Wait, why?
because they said so.
You're supposed to... Wait, in religion, are you supposed to question God or not question God?
In
What do you
Judaism, you kind of do.
You do?
Yeah, there's the old saying, 2 Jews, 3 opinions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're encouraged to argue about why did God do that and what did he think about that and why could this be? And the lesson is always at the bottom that God is really great.
The lesson is that Krusty's father was a Jew.
Herschel
And that's
Kristofsky.
all I know about this.
You look really... You look like... If you had a Fu Manchu right now...
It
doesn't wearing it wrong.
Looks,
I know I'm wearing it
looks like
wrong.
you have a brain protruding from your head.
I can see my reflection now. It was on the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
Like
so
you're a
definitely...
bad special effect in a shitty zombie movie.
Wear it sideways like a true thug.
Wait, let me get it over here.
Yeah. My tits are the biggest and the juiciest. That's an Oz reference. Nobody gets those.
All right.
Okay, so moving on.
All right, so I have the lordly protective headgear.
Right, now get your headgear on. Okay, now comes part. This next part. I've got 3 matzos here, and I'm going to explain the matzos, why we have them. But this is the point where I've got 3 that are out on the table. I'm going to break it in half. Take the third.
Oh, what are you doing?
The biggest part.
Oh my
we're going
God.
to wrap up. Is called the afikomen, which we have to hide.
Oh dear.
Why do we have to hide it?
Because it's fun.
Okay.
And then the youngest, who's Tyler,
Tyler.
is going to have to go find it. We'll put this aside. We can hide it later.
We will hide it later.
And Tyler has to find it, and if he loses and can find it, is he banned from heaven?
This is generally how these things work.
No Hebrew school for him.
Oh no. God. No Wolfenstein Hitlers. When we're doing
Right.
this. That was so mean. No.
Yeah, but this whole image of like, hey, I've got bread and I'm going to pass it around. This might look a little familiar to the Christians. All of you.
Is it the Last Supper?
The Last
That we're
Supper is a
talking
Seder, and it's not like I'm pulling that out of my butt or something. Jesus actually says like, hey, go find me somewhere so we can have the Seder.
So this is where all the conspiracy started.
Sure.
The first Seder.
Yeah.
That's why Dan Brown has a job. That's a job. Jesus. My job is to write 2 books in a decade.
So-
Make millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars.
Yeah, so now there's where we got the bread, we got the wine.
Mhm.
You know, he was kind of just cribbing from what was already there for the symbolism. But I like to imagine, like, him hiding the afikomen and making all the apostles go find it. I think that'd be funny. And if they find it, they get a silver dollar.
I like the wine.
Wait, do I get a silver dollar?
No.
Why not?
I didn't have any.
I'll give you
I
my
totally
I'll
would've.
give you my aluminum bottle cap.
That's almost as good.
The wine tastes like blow pop ejaculate.
God damn!
It's really warm
You know,
and
that
smooth.
actually is not a bad description.
It coats your tongue.
I
It's
swallowed it the second you said ejaculate. It's too much.
I always
Remember
thought
I
it
said
tasted like
blow-
cough syrup.
It does taste a little like cough syrup, but so do
Yeah.
blow pops and blow jobs. We are still passing.
still-
We are still passing over.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so, all right, more symbolism time. We're supposed to... This is supposed to be a very communal meal, you know, because we're celebrating freedoms. We're not supposed to leave anyone out. So we're supposed to go open the door and see if anyone wants to come in.
Oh, Tyler, you want to get?
I'll do it.
Yeah, so
get
go-
you at the door.
Yeah, just go...
Quick,
you
hide
know,
the afikomen.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
I want to have some Passover over here.
In the door.
Got your filter fish? Your filter fish?
Nobody wants
I
to.
hope that's picking
No,
up.
the cleaning ladies aren't going
We
for
should have
it.
done this in the middle of the day.
Yes.
Diana, what's next?
Okay. Now we're supposed to kind of go over the story of Passover.
Please.
Just,
I
you know,
only
the
saw this on
Exodus.
Rugrats, so I have no idea. Tyler, that's my soundboard, honey. No, you go ahead.
Okay,
No,
so
you go ahead.
right, the Jews were in prison. They were enslaved in Egypt, and
Tyler, we're talking about the Jews.
and there was a prophecy that someone had just been born that would free the Jews, and so the Pharaoh ordered all the male babies killed. And Moses' mom was smart and was like, "You can't have my baby, son of a bitch," and put him in a basket and put him in the river. And the Pharaoh's daughter found him and raised him as her own. And then time went by, and he eventually found out he was a Jew, and was like, "Oh crap!" and got banished.
How do you think he coped with being a Jew?
Well, it'd be kind of shocking. You know?
Thank you for laughing. That was a dumb question that required no answer. Yes, probably with a dramatic impact.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's tough. You think about he was, raised as royalty.
Well, at the
and all of a
time,
sudden
people
find out.
did not like the Jews.
Yeah, but that's all better
They like
now.
them working on pyramids.
Dude, they were great. Like 3 pyramids a day.
And I really need new sound effects, don't I? Yeah.
Okay, so eventually Moses goes off. He wanders in the desert. He meets up with some other Jews. And he's saying he lives with them and starts herding sheep and having pretty much the good life and that you can have out in the desert. And then one day he sees a bush that's burning, but it doesn't burn up.
This was after his daily peyote ration.
Was it?
That's symbolism you see a couple times in the Bible. It's something that burns but keeps burning.
I believe, according to Wikipedia, that was Yahweh.com.
Okay.
No? All right.
Sure.
Bad Jew
Probably
joke.
is. That's right.
Michael's sort of giggling.
And so God appeared as a burning bush and told him to go back to Egypt and free the Jews. And so he went and said, "Hey, Pharaoh, free the Jews." And Pharaoh said, "No, that's my workforce. That's not good economic sense." And then God sent plagues to try to convince them.
How many plagues?
10 plagues.
Which one was the best?
One of
Well, I was going to put that to you guys, actually.
Yeah, let me hear the plagues.
Okay, so we've got first one's the water all turns to blood, which living along the Nile would be pretty freaky.
Is there still?
Sounds pretty sweet.
Is there still oxygen in it? Oh, you mean not my body?
No.
Okay.
No, the
'Cause
water,
you know,
the rivers.
Your
and
body is 70% water, so I wouldn't want to be 100% blood.
That'd be weird.
I'd be
It'd
the
like something
shittiest
out of Castlevania.
That'd be the
Fuck.
shittiest pinata in the world.
Okay, then followed by frogs,
Frogs.
lice. Some places say
Oh,
flies.
lice is one of them?
Lice is one
Oh,
of them.
that's not much.
Well, one of them.
That's
and then
just
the
second
next one,
grade.
some of them say flies, and some of them say wild beasts.
So number 3 was camp.
Basically, outside is
Right.
Wait, number 4 is flies and wild beasts.
Right.
So what did
And
they?
or.
What do they do? Do they
Well-
kill them with disease?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess because they get pretty bad after a while. I mean, after you get the flies and the wild beasts, all the livestock start to die.
So they do escalate.
Yeah.
Oh my
Then
goodness.
boils.
Oh,
Then
boils?
Boils. Then hail. Then locusts. Then unending darkness. And then the death of all the firstborn children.
This all happened.
That's what the Bible says.
That's insane.
It's, I mean, it's kind of scary
I
stuff.
cannot believe that. Why would God do this?
Because Pharaoh wasn't listening to him.
Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Well, you got a shitty pharaoh.
You sound
Yeah.
like somebody out of a chick tract right now. You're like, why didn't anybody tell me about this?
I had no idea.
Oh my god!
When was somebody going to tell me that all this shit happened? That's insane. What if it happened again?
It's important.
I have to go to WonderCon. I can't handle boils.
Yeah, if anybody's going to WonderCon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
WonderCon. Look for us.
Potential of plagues.
I'm not going to bring them with
That's
me.
also an achievement in Samurai Showdown.
Look, 7 out of 10 plagues is pretty good.
So where are we headed? Where are we headed, sweetie?
Okay.
Said
So-
sweetie. Jesus.
Yeah. So I
Not
guess
Jesus.
No Jesus. We're not ixing on the Jesus train.
No Jesus.
Yeah.
So Jesus is not allowed to Seder.
Well, he's
Tyler,
allowed.
hit that
I mean,
again.
he's a good Jewish boy.
Is he? He seemed like he died pretty early.
Yeah, he did. But you know, he went into his father's business.
Real hero would have lived longer.
Somebody stabbed him. What do you do?
Mm.
All right.
He
So
died.
along the theme of plagues, I've brought the traditional, the most traditional Passover food, which is gefilte fish, which is this thing on the matzah right here.
See,
That's a real
By
fish?
the way, mine looks like it has a dried apricot.
It's a carrot.
Some spooge on top.
You got a carrot.
That's
some
great.
some custardy spooge.
Yeah. So it's
Which I believe is
carp
horseradish.
and horseradish. It's a jellied.
So this
pickled
is fish.
carp. Yep.
Oh, I'm scared. Really keep your microphones in mind. I haven't gotten the fish yet.
Did you
Whoa.
like it?
Whoa.
Wow, that was good.
Bizarre.
There you go, Tyler.
Horseradish is out of control.
A little bit, yeah.
Ow! Oh my God,
Don't
that's
hurt
weird.
yourself.
What does this represent?
How they didn't have a lot of fresh seafood,
Oh,
so they had to pickle it, I guess.
so it's more than a Hebrew hazing.
Well, that's how I treat it, honestly. But I will say this: when I had a bunch of British roommates, they all loved it.
Really?
They ate the whole jar. I was
Oh, they're
amazed.
So used
So
to
that-
terrible
that
food.
tells you.
That says more about British cuisine than anything else.
You stupid, nutty, deluded fuck!
Oh, come on. We're talking about Passover? Yeah. Sorry, I got lost for a second.
Most people are probably listening to this on Easter Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
which is great.
Yep.
Which is no less silly. So do
Easter
not-
bunny chocolate there. Okay.
Mhm.
I bought Cadbury eggs, a pile of them.
Which kind? The
pretty
cream ones?
Oh, the cream eggs. Dude.
Mm. All right. I'm a big fan of the caramel eggs.
Yeah.
So.
They're all right.
Yeah.
I know the cream eggs always sound like a really good idea
Oh.
until they're actually in your mouth.
They're the best idea that was ever made.
It's like here's a bunch of chocolate with a frosting center.
Oh God.
Oh,
Hells yeah. I love it.
this is way better so far. What's next on the? What's our next course?
Oh, well, I haven't actually gotten to the Passover part of the story.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Jesus.
All
At least they're appropriate. Sound.
They are a
Alright,
really
so-
good job.
Okay, so we get to the 10th plague, the death of the firstborn, and God tells Moses to tell everybody, all the Jews, that if they sacrifice a lamb and paint lamb's blood on their doorpost, then when the angel of death comes at night, he will pass over
Perfect.
their houses.
So Mask of the Phantasm flies over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But was this a Jewish thing, or was it just something Moses told the people he was close to?
No, we told everybody.
Oh, we told everybody,
Yeah.
and the people who listened
Right.
were saved.
We're past.
See?
Over. And I highly recommend. I checked on Saturday. ABC's running 10 Commandments with
really?
Charlton Heston.
That's where I saw the
This-
burning bush.
Yeah, the Passover scene in that is hysterical. They say Passover like 14 times.
Pass over your house.
It's like, really, pass over us,
blood on the
Moses?
wall.
This town is a madhouse.
It's a mad god. A mad god.
Right.
It was.
Yeah.
It's still Earth. Damn it.
It was Israel all along.
Stinking lice off me, you damn dirty god!
Damn you Palestinians. Damn. All right.
Hope you like the 70s.
Hey, you know what? He is a character in Freakazoid, so the kids know. The kids are well aware.
Yeah.
Freakazoid.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a
kids
relevant
today.
reference. Right
No?
there.
Oh, yeah, that show was 15 years ago. Whoops. Yeah, thank you, Tyler. You should definitely have the soundboard from here on out.
Okay, so let's see who's next.
Do we eat it now?
What?
This is
You can
the.
eat what- well,
I would like to try some of the Death of the Firstborn.
Oh, okay. Well, we can eat the charoset, which is this brown pasty-looking stuff. It's supposed to look like the mortar. This is a little treat after the gefilte fish, because this is really good.
Wait a minute. I feel like I just ate the top of a pie.
Mhm.
And this
Oh, that is
represents
good.
It
mortar.
represents delicious apple filling.
Yep.
Oh, is that what that... Apple.
And freedom is so
It's very
sweet.
apple pie-like.
Mm.
I'm converting to Judaism just because of the convenient pie. This shit can be served in a tube and sold at KB's.
next to my Pokemon cards.
I'm quarantining my Guilty-Fish.
Guilty-Fish?
Right side of the plate. I'm just going to eat.
Start calling it Guilty-Fish.
Guilty-fish? Guilty-fish, what did you just do?
Our people's cups, anyway, because
that's a
we're
great
coming up.
Kesha song.
We're supposed to go on to our second cup of wine.
Did you
by
say
now.
we had to have, did you say... Look, I know you don't like serving us. You want me to do it.
No, that's okay. Everybody's tethered, so.
You see, I recoiled when I called you sweetie. I'm like, I actually called a woman sweetie. I only
call everybody
I
sweetie.
know, but I usually try not to call women.
You want more, bro?
It's too weird.
This is a different liquid.
Okay, yeah. So I got a different kosher wine that's supposed to be marginally better.
And what makes it kosher exactly?
They
It's
kill
made
it by slitting its throat.
Yes.
Is that true?
I don't know.
What makes something kosher?
Oh God, there's a million things.
Prepared in a certain way
It has
by
to be-
rabbis and blessed.
So they have to hit it with a wand. Where's my zap noise?
I know.
But I know that, like with meat, it's
kosher.
Like it has to be drained of blood first.
Right. They have to
before it
slit
can
its
be-
throat in one go and drain all the blood and.
I declare this pizza kosher. It works. Hit it again, sweetie. There you go.
Call them sweetie.
I know.
Okay, so this
There we
is
go.
right. So this wine is Mug and David Blackberry.
Ooh.
Mug and David is best
Did you just
known.
down the whole thing?
This is alcoholic?
Did you like it?
Yeah, I did.
This is
This is
10%.
a lot smoother and more cough syrupy than the last one.
This is beautiful. Why does Manish
Yeah.
Evans get all the credit? That was really good.
Yeah, this is good. But,
Yeah.
yeah, the company is best known for the quality bum wine MD 2020.
Like this, Diana doesn't even like the show when she's listening to it. Now she has to be on. Now she has to be on it.
Yeah, she does.
I do.
She laughed at the Norwegian King of Names.
Oh, I
goodness.
love the King of Names. That was great.
Whatever happened to him? Why can't you bring him back every episode?
We did two episotes in a row.
What else we got? What are we doing?
I guess I should just go over what food I made. I made a whole bunch of food, just interesting stuff. I got the meatball here. I guess you can try that. These are sweet and sour meatballs from my grandmother's recipe that I just learned.
I'm vegetarian, but I'm also trying to be Jewish.
You're vegetarian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, you don't have to eat it then.
I'm going to try it if it makes me a little more kosher.
Duh.
Was I holding this up?
Does this represent anything?
This is
No.
delicious. No.
This was just a family recipe.
This isn't Moses'
I loved
balls.
these as a kid, and then I was shocked to find out that there are a lot of Jewish families make this, and the sauce is ketchup and ginger ale.
Really?
Yeah.
I like
And
two of my
it's
favorite
freaking
things in the
good.
world.
Together at last.
I know, I love them.
If you could somehow put that in Blastcore,
Which I think that balances out. That was meat, but both of those were vegan.
Sure. Yeah, so just
And now
thought
we're
to
in
bring that.
vegetarian territory, and I can eat.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay, we also have potato latkes.
Potato latkes. Are we still going to go out to pizza after this?
Yeah, if people
Yeah.
are hungry.
I'm just dying for something leavened. It's waiting all day to say that joke.
So I gave you guys some sour cream to eat it, or you can eat it with the apples. Or...
So am I healed now?
That's generally how it works.
You tell me when I get into heathen territory. Wait, what's goy?
Someone who's not Jewish.
What's Gentile?
Someone who's not Jewish.
So how many, like, is it like Eskimos in snow? You have like 800 names? Are there any more I should be aware of? I don't want to see these Hasidics like cursing me on the street without knowing what they're saying.
Well, Shagus. There's also Shagus. Should be Gentile guy.
That sucks.
And Shiksa is Gentile girl.
One of them called me Dago, which I feel... What does that mean in Hebrew?
Beloved son.
What is this thing?
Okay. Oh, the last thing you're gonna have to see the picture of it online because it's a Jello mold that I made that I'd never tried, but it combines, a traditional thing that you would eat, which is borscht.
Wow, borscht.
And
my favorite character in Rocky and Bullwinkle.
And black cherry Jello into a
oh my god, that's
mold.
good.
Wow, that is...
And it's actually really good.
That's good. I'm converting. Catholics have no good food.
But you can give up your good food during Lent.
Firing by the mixture of flavors. It's bizarre.
It's insane. I'm a very big fan. Like, Catholics have no cultural food. All they do is excess. So they just pile on everything from every culture. White people are really good with that, by the way.
Oh, I should point out that we have an extra play setting. It's way down at the other end of the table, so you guys probably didn't see it. But
so we don't have to sit with him.
Yeah, the extra play setting is for Elijah, prophet.
Oh, right.
Who was supposed to precede the coming of the Messiah. Jews don't believe he's been here yet. Christians do. That's pretty much the difference right there.
Elijah.
You're
really trying to make an Elijah Wood joke.
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't have one.
When do the Christians think he showed up?
Jesus.
Oh, but his name's not Elijah.
No.
It does get confusing there.
Well, yeah, Elijah's supposed to show up before.
You see, everybody, Brett, is reading a different version of the Dungeons & Dragons handbook.
Okay, so what's the difference between me rolling a 20 in Judaism and a 20 in Christianity?
It's when you roll a 300. That's a perfect Jesus score.
That's a perfect Frank Miller.
So, again, just like welcoming, like inviting anybody outside, and we're supposed to open the door for Elijah symbolically.
That was look. My plate. Can you verify that my plate is clean?
You cleaned your plate.
I feel
Such
wealthier.
a nice growing boy.
It begins.
Are we officially passed over?
We're almost done. We're supposed to sing songs.
Let's do this.
No.
No.
No?
No, I'm not going to sing anything.
Yeah, our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven on high with wisdom, power, and love.
I can't believe Tyler didn't play Rolling Start anywhere in there.
You can't find it because it's not called Rolling Start and your finger's on it. There you go. Now you hit it again. Tyler, this is Passover. You don't ruin it with Daytona USA music.
Okay, well, yeah, we've skipped over a ton of stuff. I tried to
Passed
keep
over.
this. We passed over a lot of stuff today. That's true.
I get it.
We were supposed to drink 4 cups of wine through the course of all this.
Jesus,
4? I've had 2.
Yeah.
I don't think I tried the new one yet. Oh, I did get it in the cup. I just forgot to.
I don't think I tried it either.
I forgot.
Maybe I should get some.
Go for it.
You downed it in like one
just
gulp.
have what
You're
you
right.
want.
It was delicious.
It was delicious.
If you're not gonna, God damn it, you look so like a.
I
feel like I want to slay you for being my teacher. Like I've risen above you.
What?
Your hair in that hat, and the way you're wearing it.
What are you talking?
Hold on, let me get a picture. We'll post it to the readers.
Slay me because I'm your teacher? What the?
All right.
Because his kung fu is mightier than yours.
Exactly. Now
I'm not understanding this metaphor.
Smile and say hello.
I don't know what's.
Wallet was in my back pocket.
All right, that always kills.
Funny.
So next up and passing.
Yeah, we're pretty much there. We haven't hidden the Afikoman. That's up for Tyler to find.
Oh, we didn't? Michael, did you hide the thing?
It's right there.
It's on the mixer.
It's
You didn't
right
hide the
in front of you.
Oxycontin? I'm
If you
so
hadn't
confused.
pointed it out, he wouldn't have noticed.
I'm so
shit, you're
confused.
right.
It's wrapped in a napkin of Judaism.
All right, Tyler's covering his eyes.
Okay.
He's covering his ears. Tyler, go find the hidden
Tyler
object.
Wilde, the matzah is hidden. Go get it. No, that's not it.
Save a little money for.
That's the wrong music.
You're warm. You're warm.
Oh, warm.
You're warm. You're pretty hot. You're pretty hot. Oh man! Wow, you found it already.
Fucking saw it.
Wow, that was so fast.
Wow, you blew my.
Wow.
So what is he going to do with it?
I was hoping to listen to more music over dead air for a while.
What is he going to do? What does he do now?
He wins.
Does he hide it from his
No,
next descendant?
he gets to eat a piece of matzah like he's going to be eating for the rest of the week. Because he spent the whole week not eating leaven products.
So
congrats.
Is he
More
supposed to
fucking
ask?
matzah.
Did you say something like he's supposed to ask the eldest person in the room?
Oh my god, we totally blew past the 4 questions. You're right.
Since I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
make more stereotypical jokes, at what point in this Jewish ceremony do we get to complain about the food?
Haven't you been doing that already?
Or maybe the fact that it was free.
It was.
What about this food is terrible in such small portions?
Well,
that
I
kind of
just
thing?
I feel there's a draft in here as well.
It's
My
not good for my
sciatica.
chest.
Doesn't that suck? Linda Richman is my Jewish spiritual consultant. I don't know anything else. We have more questions. Am I talking too much?
Quite a while back there, really after I told the story of Passover, and then forgot to, after the passing over part, then the Jews were freed and they got to leave, and then Pharaoh changed his mind and chased them because he was not paying attention up until this point.
Mm-hmm.
So short attention span. He decides, I want my Jews back, and chases them with his army, and they get to the Red Sea, and everyone's like, oh crap, we're gonna die. And then God opens the Red Sea, so all the Jews can go through, and the Pharaoh's troops follow them, and all the Jews get to the other side, and then the ocean comes back in, and everybody dies.
I thought that was
Oh,
Charlton
no.
Heston.
Yeah.
I actually did think I thought they credit with Moses with opening, but it probably was God.
Well, God
Moses
did it with
Moses pretty much did like the sign for check.
Yeah, exactly. It's God,
Ocean,
help,
ocean,
right here, and then
right here.
put his staff in the water and went.
Boom.
Yep.
And then what happened?
And then in the story,
Mm-hmm.
then they went to Mount Sinai, and Moses went up into the mountain for 30 days, I think, and 30 nights, and came back down with the Ten Commandments.
And Edward G. Robinson carved a cow.
Well, that's again people not paying attention, short attention spans. Moses goes up into the mountain for a month, getting the tablets, and these people who've just been saved a couple times by miracles all decide, well, we don't need God, we're going to have our own God, and they make a golden calf and they start worshiping it.
Perfect. That is just strange. Like,
Yeah.
let's worship a statue we made.
Let's worship.
Yeah.
You
Might as
guys,
well.
I was
Anything
up
for
there
us.
making these 2 tombstones. What are you doing?
Well, I saw Dogma, and we worshipped Mubi, and then
Mhm.
Matt Damon shoots us all.
Yep.
Except that's Catholicism, so it doesn't really apply.
So then Moses comes down with the Ten Commandments and sees what's going on. He gets super pissed, and he smashes the idol and smashes the Ten Commandments, the original Ten Commandments tablets, and then they make a big box. They put the tablets in it, and then it melts Nazis' faces.
What's in the box?
And just how old is Moses at this point? He's like 500.
He
around
lives to
this-
be pretty old.
Yeah.
All the Old Testament guys make it. Into
He's a couple hundred years old, and he
900s
comes down there and
and
he wrecks he kicks over somebody's metal sandcastle.
Yep.
Like, I doubt you could do that, Tyler Wilde. And you're
Shut up.
All right.
So how do you feel about the Mega Man 4 boss, Pharaoh Man?
Would you like it?
Well, he beats Ring Man.
He does beat Ring Man.
I mean,
The Pharaoh shot. See, the Japanese don't understand a lot of other cultures, so they thought it would be funny to have a robot Pharaoh. There's a joke somewhere in this, and I thought I would figure it out
So
by now.
a robot pharaoh who defeats Ringman?
I got this. Tyler, ready?
As in jewelry?
Ready a comedy noise. You ready, Tyler?
And
Red Elson.
And yeah.
You had me at Pharaoh.
You knocked my headgear off.
Cheap.
Oh yeah, I've been in this
The
business a
sheer
long
force
time.
of the racism.
You put an X-ray on the war.
All right.
Okay. So traditionally, after you tell the story, basically there's a quiz session, and it's supposed. The idea is, we're passing down the story to the younger generations.
Do you think God would mind if I played Double Dare music into this?
Oh no! So here you go, Tyler. I wrote out your
Awesome.
questions.
Wow,
Yeah, it's a
that
quiz
really,
for you.
That makes me delighted.
Okay, I have a headset. Wait a minute. What is this?
Well, I started out writing the first part in Hebrew for you.
Okay, Manish Tana Halyala
I don't understand what you're saying. You need to talk
Seriously,
American.
Di?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so that meant something.
Why is this night different from all other nights?
Yeah. Why is it on other nights we do not dip our food even once, but tonight we dip twice? Well, I think we can have an answer from why do we dip twice?
Right, we totally skipped that part, by the way. The answer is pretty much always symbolism.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, why is it on other nights we eat leavened bread, but tonight we eat only matzah?
Because as they were fleeing Egypt, the folks didn't have enough time to let the bread rise.
Bullshit.
So, that's what
they
they
need
say.
to figure that shit out. I want some leavened bread.
Yep. So you got to spend a week not eating, not just bread. Yep. Not just bread, but beans, pasta, everything that's supposed to take time. You're supposed to scrub your house and make sure you don't have any.
Now, why gotta be that on other nights we eat all kinds of vegetables, but tonight we eat only bitter herbs?
Symbolism. You know, that's how Judas did it, and Jesus didn't like it, and we see where that went.
Right. Yeah. Judas was the dick with the gold bag in that one painting.
Oh, gold bag. The worst James Bond villain.
Now, when you were reading the Hebrew, I half expected like Moses to just suddenly appear in the table in a puff of smoke and go, "Fools! You have awakened me!"
Oh man. Okay. Yeah, Octopussy fucked over Jesus. Okay. So why is it that on other nights we eat sitting up, but tonight we recline?
Symbolism.
Reclining. Rip off.
Because that's funny. Anyway, why are we reclining right now?
Because we're living in comfort because we're not slaves.
Oh.
Symbolism. And you won a fabulous Porker Lounger suite!
Yes, okay.
Well, that's all the questions you wrote.
Yep, that's the 4 questions.
That's the 4 questions.
Yeah,
wow.
I told you it was
I feel like I learned a lot.
Oh, brother. I'm going to quiz you guys next week. I'm not going to remember anything. Be like, oh, that's about the time when Jesus turned into a frog.
I don't even know what leaving to mean.
Well, we ate Jello.
It's when he turned into a frog and used his dual tech with Robo to kill Magus. And then when you beat the game, you find out Frog was Jesus all along.
Oh.
Oh, play Chrono Trigger.
Engage.
That's from Star Trek.
Yeah, you can have your mic back.
Let's do some community phone calls, shall we?
Can we do them next week? We're so long. I got a lot to edit. I got a lot to do still.
All right.
I'm sorry.
We don't have a question. We need a question of the week, though.
We do. Who's your favorite Jew?
I have a question lined up.
Oh, what's that, Elson?
I guess we're going to skip the phone calls this week, but again, the phone number is 1-877.
We have them. We're going to play them next week.
We have. I mean, dude, there's a pile. Like, there's a huge backlog of phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, it'll take forever just to get through what we have now, let alone.
I got to see these things. So what I'd like to do is play them all in the middle.
Well, most of them are directed at us and require interaction.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like a lot of them aren't statements. They're questions.
Yeah. Let's do these. Run through these. Oh, sorry. Question of the week.
But again, the phone number is 1-877-404-1337 and then extension 327. We'll play. We'll devote a big chunk next week to phone calls.
Is it 404 Elite DAR?
404 Elite extension DAR.
Mm-hmm.
Next week we'll play a bunch because I've already picked them out, but we are running a bit long. Question of the week in GameTwitter.com/forums. We have a question of the week every week. Last week's question was a book you'd like to see made into a game.
The answer was I don't give a shit. No, I meant to go through them just because some of them were funny and
No, I read the thread and there's just a lot. And then again, this is a week we're in the middle of this content stream, and then we're doing this special presentation tonight. So, but the new question of the week, and then the answers will be read next week in the podcast, is going back to the top 7, which was ways games are addicting. Is just a simple question of how many games have you 100%ed? Like, how many games have you been just compelled to finish because it was that addicting and you're like, I have to get through everything. And for me, it was like any game like Metroid or Symphony of the Night or the Castlevania games in general. Just seeing the percentage at the end of the game every time I load a file and it says 72. What? And then I'd beat it and it says 94. Like, I beat the game and it's 94. What did I miss? So then I have to go and I have to, like, I went through Aria of Sorrow and Portrait of Ruin twice, back to back, both times.
Have they started giving it 1,000%?
Yeah, Portrait of Ruin has 1,000%.
Okay.
But,
because it's like 100, you 100% 10 different.
You 100% 10 different areas that adds up to 1,000%. Which the Macho Man would love, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Bone Swab.
1,000%. Your portrait is ruined. Circle this moon right here, Daller. You can lick my order of ecclesia.
Wow, that's really good. And that's kind of the main ones for me. Like, they pop out, like, I had to 100% them, and then thinking like as far as achievements go, you could mention that too. Like, any game you got 1,000 achievements.
King Kong.
Yeah, King Kong and Symphony of the Night, only two I have all 1,000. But then like a game like Mass Effect, I feel I did everything in it. I did every side quest. I did every character
I was looking at your
mission.
achievements. All of your achievements for everything you play on 360 are damn near close to 100% achievement-wise.
A lot of them, just because I get really.
If you bother to finish a game, you can look at your achievements. You usually go all out.
Like even Uncharted, which was trophies. I even when I beat it, I felt compelled to like, oh, there's a bunch of trophies for killing enemies with X number of weapons. Like I need to go back and.
I haven't heard you say a lot of kind things about Modern Warfare single player, but you have like almost every achievement for that game.
I beat the shit out of that game, but I went through it again on Veteran just because I was bored. But I didn't 100% it. But
Assassin's Creed 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, all the feathers.
Yeah. Well, I admit I ignored the shit out of all the optional assassination missions, but those don't count toward any trophies or achievements. So who gives a shit?
What did you?
And things like Mario 64.
Say, don't ruin mine.
I'm sorry.
Please
continue.
I really liked what you got when you got everything, all the feathers in Assassin's Creed. You remember what happens? You showed it to me. You get all the feathers, and what happens?
He hugs his mother.
He hugs his fucking mother, which
that's
like,
your reward.
You could see, I could see someone complaining about that, but she's been praying in a bed for at that point probably 40 hours
and hasn't said a word. And yeah, in game time, it's like something like 20 years that she's just been completely catatonic.
And when you showed me that, I was like, oh my god! Look, I'm thinking about it. Confirmed goosebumps. All right, there's hair. Assassin's Creed. Anything else?
Not really. No.
Mortal Kombat 3.
Probably. Yeah. Back in the days when you could, say you 100%ed something with no verification of that fact.
Yeah. I chose every character.
I got Smoke. I got Cyrax.
I've come close a few times, especially with Castlevania games, but I very rarely 100% things.
I all gold medal a lot of stuff.
I mean, there gets to be a point where, like, unless you're super obsessive, it's just like it's not worth the time investment anymore.
Oh, Donkey Kong Country.
Blast Core.
101%.
Not all golds,
awesome.
all platinums.
All platinums. That's really
all
tough.
Platinums. It took 4 people a long time. Blast Core and every Mario game. I don't even know what it is, and that's what I thought was special about it. It's not that I love every Mario game and need to do it. It's just that, like, everybody's playing Mario games, so there's it's not that even there's a competition. We're all talking about it. If I come home tonight and say I got all 120 stars, my dipshit friend who just got done watching American Idol will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So,
and it's also like while a game is new, like in May while Mario Galaxy is new, Mario Galaxy 2 is new, it'll be like, oh, have you done the one where you do this? And they're like, yeah, that one. And then wait, 3 later is a really cool one because the level like flips on itself.
It's great. It's one of the things where people keep talking about it, and I'm like, I'm going to go back and play that tonight, see what they're talking about.
So that's us.
Diana, what have you 100%ed? Other than Passover.
Aww. Game Widow 2K9.
Game Widow.
Wait for 2K10. It's even worse.
What is Game Widow? What is Game Widow?
Like being a football widow or a golf widow.
I don't even know what that is. I don't know what that is.
You're dragging it down.
Sorry. Was that just a joke?
Yes. No, that was a joke.
No, Carolyn's used the joke like Call of Duty widow, Mass Effect widow.
I see.
World of Warcraft widow.
Yes.
Yeah, thank God you don't have to deal with that.
That is true. I thank my lucky stars that you just play lots and lots of games for work.
Our WoW-playing listeners just want, fuck you!
Yeah. And aren't like, honey, are you okay? You want to come to bed? You haven't slept in 49 hours. And you're like, but I need to get the Sword of Rulula.
Yeah, the Sword of Rulula. Everybody knows about that.
The Sword of Arugula. It's very important. Tyler Wilde, I'm going to pass the mic over to you.
Tell us about a game you 100%ed, Tyler.
I don't have any shit to say. Yeah, Donkey Kong Country, which Brett mentioned. Played the shit out of that. Mostly I'm having a lot of fun with these sound effects.
Yeah, that's a sound effect. Taking us out as part of the, Mega Man 10 was out this week, and the Mega Man video, and I'm just really on a kind of a big Mega Man kick. Taking us out is a overclocked remix version of a Mega Man song. It's just blue. It's called Blue Lightning. It's the opening screen to Mega Man 3. It was embedded in the page earlier. It's very dancey and trancy, but it I don't know. I really enjoy it. It is 8 minutes, so we'll probably cut some of that out. But it's from Disco Dan, who's one of the best overclocked submitters. His stuff is really good, but definitely check out Overclocked, and this is Blue Lightning Mega Man 3.